Health now has 5 locations across the Memphis area, and they specialize in sinus cocktail shots, sick visits, sports physicals, flu shots, and a whole lot more, including wellness shots like B12, hydration therapy, weight loss treatment, and testosterone replacement therapy. And whatever your plan may be, Pro Health's expert nurse practitioners will customize it just for you. Get healthy with Pro Health Clinic.
Event Rentals by Hicks is celebrating over 30 years of service and is an official partner of the Memphis Tigers and Tiger Sports Properties. Event Rentals by Hicks can meet all of your party rental needs. Visit their website at hicksconventions.com or give them a call at 901-272-1171. That's 901-272-1171 or online at hicksconventions.com. Event Rentals by Hicks, serving the Mid-South since 1986.
Memphis Tigers football is brought to you by the Umansky Automotive Group. With over 1,000 quality pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models, you're sure to find something you love. Find the luxury car of your dreams at the brand new Lincoln of Memphis or Acura of Memphis at 385 in Ridgeway. Come to the all-new Wolf Chase Hyundai or Genesis of Wolf Chase on Highway 64 between Germantown and Appling. The Umansky Automotive Group, where our mission is to deliver world-class customer service and a luxury experience. Go Tigers!
Clinic, the official sports medicine provider of the Memphis Tigers.
Welcome back to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. It's almost time, the season finale, and we got the Navy in town. That is always a real chore. Ryan Silverfield joins us now. I know you've had an extra half a week to prepare. It's always tough with Navy.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, they've changed up their offense even so the last 2 years, and they're humming, as anybody that's seen the scores of their past few games, especially remembers last year's game. But yeah, it was good to have a second bye. This is Navy's third, but it was good to have a second bye and prepare for this. They're going to have some interesting stuff up their sleeves, but ready to go play a meaningful football game here in November.
I think it's a really good time because, you get this game, you still got a bowl game that you're looking at, and you've had some guys. Both your running backs have been banged up. Your quarterback has been banged up. You've got offensive linemen that are not 100%. Where are you with health, and how much did this week help you in that regard?
Yeah, the biggest thing was just getting Brennan Lewis back and making sure that he feels comfortable going out there and getting the start tonight. And then the rest of the guys. I think anytime this far in, you go to game 12 of the season in college football, people are going to have guys chipped up. We've got some guys that are recently lost for the season. But listen, no excuses, no explanations. We'll come out swinging. But the bye week was good, not only from a preparation standpoint, but to get the guys to healthy as we can be.
This is senior night. It'll be the last time a lot of guys will ever play the game again. This has been, for you, a special team. I've seen you more emotional this year than I've ever seen you before. You really like this group of guys and the way they have played for you. Any trouble with focus in that regard?
No, none at all. That's the biggest thing is these guys have been great. And when you talk about senior night, it's unique, right? You talk about a guy like William Whitlow Jr., who's played here, who I've known for 6 or 7 years now, and has played a lot of games at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. And then you get guys like Cortez Braham, who I've known for 5 months, maybe 6 months. And so it's so unique, but the relationships are still the relationships. Our goal is always to impact these young men on and off the field. And more than anything, I've just been so pleased with the way these guys believe. I'm grateful for the 78 new players, so many of them who are seniors, who have bought into this culture, who've been all in, the way we do things within our program. And that's what makes you so proud. Listen, do I wish we were playing for the conference championship next week? Absolutely. But these guys have battled. They've had the right mindset, the right approach, and that focus level needs to continue through tonight, through the end of the game.
Some people will talk about motivation, and Navy's still playing to play in the championship game. You're playing for a 9th win. That 9th win would mean 30 wins in 3 years. That's 10 wins a year. How can anybody complain about that?
Well, listen, it's ultimately it's the next game, and so trying to get that win is huge. We told our guys our end goal is no longer achievable, which was to win the conference championship, and we're all frustrated and disappointed and pissed off. But that does us no good other than focusing on finding a way to go 1-0 and finding a way to beat Navy. And listen, I think there's a feather in the cap to have 30 wins in 3 years. That's not what we reached out for. And then, listen, if we can go find a way to win this one and then win the bowl game and to get another 10-win season, that's great. Again, still falling short of our long-term goal of the season, but the guys have been great. There hasn't been a needing of motivation or needing of discipline. They've been bought in. They've done a great job. They've asked what else they can do to be better so they can make sure they leave no doubt and find a way to come out successful with a win tonight.
Another reason it's good to have a bye week before Navy is because this offense is so unique. And the other thing about Navy is all the good guys are back. Blake Horvath, who ripped the Tigers a year ago, he's back. Heidenreich, their receiver, who can also run the football. He's the #1 receiver all time in the history of the Navy program. Texa is a great player. He hurt Memphis last year. Chapman is back as well. So is their offensive line. I mean, this is a tough cookie.
Yeah, they didn't lose anybody. Yeah, I think they lost one offensive lineman. That's, listen, people always say the transfer portal would help teams like us and hurt teams like them. Well, you can see a team like this that's been able to keep their main guys intact and certain first team all conference type players. Listen, I have so much respect for the midshipmen and their sacrifices that they'll be making beyond football for a long time for our country, and couldn't be more honored to play such a great team. But man, do they have some players.
Well, we always talk about the offense. What about the defense? The defense has given up 28 points a game, but they are a physical team. I don't know if they're gifted athletically, but they're the military guys. They are tough. How do you attack them?
You're exactly right. It's one of those games you line up and you know you're playing a Navy defense. Prepare for a 12-round fight and prepare to get your nose bloodied. We're going to be swinging. They're going to be swinging. The trenches, it's truly a fight after fight after play. Every play is a 6-second fight, and that's what it's going to have to come down to. We have to win the line of scrimmage because their defense is good. They're aggressive. They've always played, obviously, fundamentally sound. They've never seemed to find themselves in bad situations. So ultimately, for an offense, we've got to be as efficient as we can. We continue to talk all season, right? No self-inflicted wounds, and be able to stay ahead of the sticks and be able to put some points on the board.
I think one of the keys to this game you're about to give them all is to recognize the different formations that Navy will throw at you defensively. The offense has to figure that out and then win the line of scrimmage.
No, there's no doubt, right? I mean, are they going to line up and start blitzing us and play cover zero all game and see what we can do? They came out versus Notre Dame a couple weeks ago and sat there and said, you know what, screw this. They blitzed the heck out of Notre Dame, and Notre Dame was able to hit some big plays early, and then Navy got out of it. So what are they going to do? Like I tell you, every week we line up and I sit there and we'll do a film study. And obviously a lot of games to study on this opponent, but the next thing you know, it's a different thing you're seeing. So can we line up and see what they're doing and then find ways to really attack it?
And then defensively, I know they had a lot of explosives last year.
Yeah, we have to find a way, Dave, to limit those explosives. They're one of the few teams in college football that can line up and put together a 15-play drive and just hand the ball off to the fullback in the eye all day long and take their 4 yards and 3 yards and 4 yards. But we can't allow those to get ripped, like you just said, into the 40-yard gains. We can't have 22 running down the sideline. We can't allow our eyes to be wrong when the quarterback decides to keep it in the option game. So we have to be great. They are able to throw the ball. They run a lot of trick plays. So it's being able to handle what they're going to throw at us and be able to do so, again, fundamentally sound our own end.
All right. First off, I should have said this earlier. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your young family. And we'll talk to you in the postgame.
Absolutely, Dave. Happy Thanksgiving to all the Tiger fans. Appreciate all the support this year. Thank you guys for being here tonight and those listening at home. Go Tigers, go.
There we go. That is Ryan Silverfield. Plenty more coming your way on the pregame show with Jeff and with Russell. That comes your way in a minute on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
This This is Dave Goloshin, the voice of the Tigers. How do you hedge against the rising cost of funerals? By locking in today's prices and peace of mind at Memphis Funeral Home. Dignity Memorial Professionals will help you choose exactly what you want without limitations. It's a lasting gift your family will appreciate later. Choose traditional, contemporary, or anything in between, and your investment is safe at Memphis Funeral Home. It's the most trusted name in Memphis since 1931. 2 locations to serve you, 5599 Poplar in East Memphis and 3700 North Germantown Road in Parkland. Proud partners of the University of Memphis Athletics.
Since 1958, the Highland 100 has been the driving force behind Memphis Tiger football. As the official booster club, we're dedicated to raising awareness, generating support, and funding the future of our team. Whether it's game day energy, scholarships, or program enhancements, the Highland 100 stands strong for our Tigers. Join us today and be part of a tradition more than 6 decades strong, because together we make Memphis football roar. Visit highland100.org to learn more.
Throw a flag before ants, termites, and other pests invade your home by calling Cook's Pest Control. Cook's proven pest control methods and superior termite control system protect your home from unwanted pests and are backed by a 110% satisfaction guarantee. Make the right call and call the South's most trusted name in pest control for a free inspection. Cook's Pest Control.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go.
And?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Huh. Wonder why the dealership isn't that easy.
Well, we'd let you know if we found something in our check.
Oh, great. That was easy.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, thorough, and honest. Come with no charge.
Hey golfers, have you heard of Timber Trust Golf Course in Olive Branch? Imagine if the PGA grabbed a couple of 6-packs and some friends from college and had a let-loose weekend in Mississippi. Then you might get close to what Timber Trust Golf Course is all about. This 180-acre golf course features Bermuda greens, lush fairways, GPS-enabled golf carts, and an all-new clubhouse with an outdoor lounge, making this a great spot to enjoy the perfect day of golf. Visit timbertrustgolf.com and book your tee time today.
The guaranteed best fans in football deserve the guaranteed best prices on kitchens, baths, floors, doors, and more. Tiger fans, visit your 100% employee-owned home outlet today for the largest selection of in-stock kitchens, waterproof vinyl plank, and bath vanities, plus accurate and timely free kitchen planning and project estimates. Unleash big savings with the team at Home Outlet of Memphis today, located at 4500 Summer Avenue. Shop online for in-store pickup at homeoutlet.com. Go Tigers, go!
Taking things off at 6:36 tonight here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. Help end the HIV epidemic with the Shelby County Health Department's Why and White program. The only way to know your HIV status is to get tested. Find more information on HIV testing and prevention at endhiv901.org and hivmemphis.org. Know now, live longer, thrive. And the guaranteed best fans in football deserve a guaranteed best prices on kitchens, baths, floors, doors, and more. Unleash big savings at your employee-owned home outlet, 4500 Summer Avenue, for the largest selection of in-stock kitchens, waterproof vinyl plank, and bath vanities. That's Barton's Home Outlet. Again, taking a look at the American Conference as we are joined by Russell Copeland. And Russell, before we get into the schedule specifically coming up this weekend outside of tonight, for all was said a year ago, we were sitting here right before the season when conference realignment reared its ugly head again, and the Pac-12 was going to try to reestablish itself, and people were wondering what will happen to the American. Can the American compete with the new Pac-12? Well, you look at the teams going into the Pac-12 compared to the teams in the American right now. The American has an opportunity to have 5 10-win teams in the league this year. I thought Dr. Ed Scott very pragmatic, very astute in what he wanted to do. A lot of people just wanted to jump in there, take the shiny new toy, but obviously when you look back at it and you take a look at what TV money they have and what TV money we're getting out of the American, very smart decision.
Yeah, Dr. Scott did a tremendous job, and you talk about the competition and you talk about from top to bottom, the American Conference has a lot of great teams, and I think it's a great move for the Tigers. Sometimes you have to sit put and let things kind of work themselves out.
Well, you're going to look at North Texas. They've already got 10 wins. Tulane with 9, Navy, USF, Memphis, all with 8 wins there. Again, opportunity here because you got to remember, Navy, even if they drop tonight's game, they still have a regular season game. They're going to play that Army game the week after the conference championship, so they still actually have a game in hand left.
Absolutely. I think they'll definitely finish with 9 or 10 wins.
Let's take a look at what is coming up the rest of the weekend inside the American Conference, and let's get into this just a little bit because there's still some stuff up for grabs here for these American Conference schools. Championship game has not been set. One of the teams that has an opportunity is going to be Navy. Now, they're going to need some things to fall their way, I believe, within the league. Number 1, tomorrow, Temple at North Texas. If North Texas, I believe, takes care of business tomorrow against Temple, I think they're good to go.
I think North Texas is in the driver's seat, but Temple is a team that could upset North Texas. But overall, I think North Texas has too many weapons on the offensive side of the football.
Saturday, 11 o'clock, ECU at FAU. I thought FAU did a nice job under the new head coach this year, sitting at 4 wins. They're not going to go to a bowl, but a chance to get the 5th win. ECU's been really good at home. They've taken some losses on the road this year.
Yeah, a different team on the road. At home, they're really tough to beat. We saw that last week, but on the road, they've had their struggles.
UAB will be at Tulsa at 2 o'clock, so UAB after that, at some point, I'm sure within the next week or so, we'll find out what direction they're going to go in with a head coach.
And that's really going to be interesting. I do think you have some athletes there, but it's going to be interesting to see who they pick to be able to lead that program.
Meanwhile, Army, 5-5 on the year, they're going to go to UTSA. And again, UTSA has never lost an American Conference game at home in the Alamo Dome.
And I don't expect them to lose again on Saturday.
6 o'clock Saturday night, Rice trying to get bowl eligible. They're at 5-6. They're at USF, who was 8-3. They're out of the title hunt now as well. They'll be in the same situation as the Tigers, trying to get win number 9, finish out on senior night strong.
I think South Florida finishes strong. I love them on the offensive side of the football, play really good, solid defense. I expect them to get to 9 wins.
And Charlotte will be at 24th ranked Tulane Saturday night. Tulane 6-1 of the American, trying to get into that conference title game.
Unless something really crazy happens. I see Tulane with no problem over Charlotte.
Unless Charlotte forgets to get on the plane, they should be all right in New Orleans for the Green Wave. And that's what's coming up in the American Conference this weekend. Again, we got a 6:36 kickoff, a little bit less than 10 minutes away. We'll take a timeout on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Memphis Tiger fans, we all know the good that recycling does for Memphis and its environment. But a few simple mistakes can mean the difference between recycling right and wasting recycling efforts. Putting plastic bags in your gray carts, for example, can send tons of good recycling to the landfill. So don't let our efforts go to waste. Learn to recycle right, Memphis. And remember, go Tigers go. Brought to you by the City of Memphis Solid Waste Division.
Hey Tigers fans, looking to expand your retail brand? Just across the bridge from Memphis, Marion, Arkansas is booming with opportunity. High traffic, strong demographics, and over $137 million in retail demand waiting to be met. We're recruiting restaurants, retailers, and franchises ready to grow in a market that's hungry for more. Stay smart, grow strong, stay local. Build your next location in Marion, where Memphis meets momentum. Learn more at marionar.org.
The Memphis Fire Department and the University of Memphis working together to help you find your fire. With an education from the University of Memphis and a career with the Memphis Fire Department, your future is red hot. Benefits include competitive pay, vacation, health insurance, and retirement security. Visit joinmemphisfire.com for your opportunity to join the brave men and women of the Memphis Fire Department and find your fire. Go Tigers!
The Coach Ryan Silverfield radio show will be live from Brookhaven Pub and Grill this season on Monday nights at 7 o'clock. We'll be on the air breaking down upcoming matchups and providing you with the most up-to-date news about your Memphis Tiger football program. Brookhaven Pub and Grill is located at 695 West Brookhaven Circle in the heart of East Memphis. Brookhaven Pub and Grill offers great food and drink specials, and it's the perfect place to cheer on your Tigers all season long. For more information, visit brookhavenpubandgrill.com.
Looking for a financial partner that plays for your team? Join Southern Security Credit Union, where you are the MVP. With low loan rates, checking with no monthly fees, and mobile banking that keeps you in control, Southern Security helps you score big with your money. Whether you're saving for a goal or planning for your next big play, we've got your back every step of the way. To learn how you can join the Southern Security team, call 901-452-7900 or visit southernsecurity.org. Southern Security is a proud supporter of University of Memphis Athletics and 901 Women and is federally insured by the NCUA. Southern Security Credit Union, your home team credit union.
On the first day of the holidays, my true love gave to me a ticket from the Tennessee Lottery. On the second day of the holidays, my true love gave to me 2 I don't remembers and a ticket from the Tennessee Lottery. On the third day of the holidays, my true love gave to me 3 I forgot, 2 I don't remembers and a ticket from the Tennessee Lottery.
Make it a holiday they'll never forget with gifts from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing, merry-making fun. Please play responsibly.
636 is Sports and Broadcast, brought to you by Conway Services. For all your heating, cooling, plumbing, electrical needs, call Conway Services. Naming and trust, proud supporters of Tiger football. And a reminder, our first Penny Hardaway radio show will be at Brookhaven Pub and Grill again this year. It's going to start December 8th. Head there to watch Tiger games. When you can't make it in person, visit brookhavenpubandgrill.com for more information. All right, Russell, just a minute or so here. Your final thoughts as far as what you need to see out of the Tigers, especially early on.
Well, early on, starting with the offensive side, I think you can't have drive killers. I think you have to stay ahead of the sticks. I think you have to play discipline. But I want to see this Tiger offense play fast. Play fast, get some explosive plays, and now let your offense be your best defense. Have Navy to try to come from behind to catch up with you instead of letting Navy dictate the pace.
All right, Russell, we'll talk to you at the half. Again, we're going to kick it off in less than 6 minutes at 6:36. Tiger football brought to you by Umansky Auto Group. No matter what kind of car you're looking for, you're sure to find something you love at one of the Memphis area Umansky dealerships. Wolf Chase Hyundai, Genesis of Wolf Chase, Lincoln of Memphis, or Acura of Memphis. They've got the car of your dreams. Umansky Auto Group's mission is to deliver world-class customer service, offer a luxury experience, and provide support and leadership in the Memphis community. Coming up at the half, we will take a look at the first half numbers, update you on what's going on this weekend. Russell and I will break down the opening half of this ball game and the post game. We'll hear from the coach and some players. Take your text on the Papa John's delivery hotline, have highlights, and a lot more. In the meantime, we're going to take our final timeout. When we come back, Dave Woloshin, Jarvis Greer, Greg Gasson have the opening kickoff and the call of the first half. It's senior night at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. It's the Memphis Tigers and the Navy Midshipmen, and it comes your way next on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Winterfield.
We say yes to growth. We say yes to environmental conservation. We say yes to new business. We say yes to neighborhood improvement. We say yes to lifelong learning. We say yes to Memphis. Join us today and apply now at www.memphistn.gov/careers.
Tiger fans, Chuck Hutton Toyota and Chuck Hutton Chevrolet are proud partners of your Memphis Tigers and are ready to help you find the vehicle of your dreams this season. Visit Chuck Hutton Toyota at 55 and Shelby Drive or visit ChuckHuttonToyota.com for amazing savings on Toyotas like the all-new RAV4, Highlander, Tacoma, and more. Find Chuck Hutton Chevrolet at 240 in Mount Moriah or online at ChuckHuttonChevrolet.com where they're ready to put you in a new Tahoe, Blazer, or Silverado. All you have to do is stop and see for yourself today. And remember, go Tigers, go!
The Tennessee Highway Patrol is looking for community-oriented individuals with a passion for helping people to help fill several positions within the Memphis district. We offer an excellent benefit package with salary starting at $66,960 a year, plus an extra $10,000 if assigned to Shelby County. Your patrol vehicle and equipment are furnished, tuition discount for employees, and much more. Apply now and learn more about our mission to serve, secure, and protect the people of Tennessee. Applications are now open, so don't wait. Follow us on social media or visit jointhp.com.
Hey Tigers fans, Coach Silverfield here. I want to talk to you about a major challenge off the field. Did you know there are over 88 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time? Last year alone, TDOT spent more than $35 million cleaning it up. But they can't do it alone. Join thousands of Tennesseans in being part of the solution to end littering. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to learn how you can help. Let's show our Memphis pride and prove we're champions, not just on the field, but in protecting our beautiful state.
Kohl's Black Friday deals are here.
Grab your coffee and put on your sneakers because it's go time. Through Saturday, save up to 50% on everything from toys to beauty faves, winter styles, and more. Plus, earn $15 Kohl's Cash for every $50 spent. Yep, that's extra Kohl's Cash. So run, don't walk. Just hold on tight to that coffee. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora. Offers end November 29th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
It's game time.
You gotta do it the right way at all times.
To the 2, to the 1, touchdown! One of the most emphatic, my will is better than yours, touchdown.
We wear 901 on our sleeves and on our heart.
He's sacked for the 4th time today. Into the end zone, intercepted, 10-5, touchdown. Man, what a play. Incomplete. The Tigers pull it off here in Tallahassee.
How about that?
Go Tigers, go.
The opening kickoff is presented by Chick-fil-A. Download the Chick-fil-A app, where you can earn points with every purchase and redeem for a reward of your choosing. Here's the opening kickoff with the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
Happy Thanksgiving from all of us here atop the Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. It's the finale for 2025 football. Regular season, it's senior night. So much on the line for both Navy. They have a chance to play in the American title game for the Tigers. It could be their 9th win. That would mean 30 regular season wins in 3 years, averaging double digits. So we've got a dandy. It's Blake Horvath, it's Brendan Lewis, it's offense, it's defense, it's that triple option that Jordan Hankins' team's going to have to recognize should be a dandy.
It's everything you want for the regular season finale. National television, ESPN, you got the world spotlight on you. These two teams battling out for, okay, the Navy still has an outside shot of getting into the American Championship. The Tigers can get their 9th win of the season, and then with a bowl win, their 10th win, which would mean 3 straight years of at least 10 wins in a season. So there's a lot on the line for both these teams, and I think this is brewing as a great rivalry, Dave. Plus, it's been a home team rivalry.
They play every year since 2015. Tigers actually won the toss, elected to receive. It's time for the opening kickoff.
Here we go.
Presented by Chick-fil-A. Download the Chick-fil-A app today. Here's Lance Gossett on the run-up. Here's the kick. It's short, and it's taken by the up man. It's Thompson, who gets 25-30. Good start for the Tigers. He's going to see his trip come to an end about the 33-yard line, right in front of the Tigers bench as the Tigers go left to right on your radio dial. That's a 17-yard return.
Interesting decision to kind of pooch kick it by Navy right there, because it's like, you know, what you get almost to the 30-yard line here, just beyond the 30-yard line for this Memphis offense, and the Tigers can be quite prolific when they move the football.
So Lewis is your starter. He's got a running back to his right. 2 receivers on the numbers on the left. Now one goes in motion to the right side. It's Kluse. 2 to the right side with an H-back over there. 5 in the box for Navy. Here's the snap. Lewis has time. He's throwing deep down the middle. He's got a man. It's a little underthrown and incomplete at the 15-yard line. Oh, my. That was Marcelo Bussi or Jamari Hawkins, who had a step and a half on the corner, and Lewis underthrew it.
Well, he's throwing it into the teeth of a wind here. Looking at the flags at the top of the stadium on the north end, it's not a strong breeze, but it is enough of a breeze that could have held that ball up a little bit. If he gets that thing more up on the line, that could have been a touchdown to start.
There are 2 receivers split to the right on 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. An H-back on the right side. Here's the snap, and it's a give up the middle. It'll go to DeWozier, who will get 2 yards to the 35. It'll set up a 3rd down and 8.
Here's one thing you don't want to do against this Navy football team. You don't want to put yourselves behind the sticks too often, because they can get the ball and keep it from you. They are They are great in their third down percentage. The Tigers are okay, 41% on the year.
They are 41%. That's exactly what Navy is on defense. Frank Peasant in the game. Here's the snap. Here's some pressure. Lewis throwing again deep down the middle. He's got Hawkins again. This time a hair too far at the 20. Again, Hawkins had gotten by everybody, and that would have been a touchdown, though. Tigers come close twice on bombs. One short, one long.
Yeah, that's something. B. Lewis has been very accurate. He's a 66% passer on the season, I believe, and just 2 passes that one hung up in the air in the breeze that's blowing against him. The other one, maybe he over-adjusted and threw it a bit too long because Jamari Hawkins was wide open.
Here's Lachlan Kerrigan. This will be his 39th punt this year. He averages almost 44. This one's a dandy. Fair catch called for right at the 26-yard line by Brandon Chapman. And so Navy's going to get pretty decent field position at about the 27-yard line to start.
Yeah, you got to shake off the disappointment of those 2 possible hits that didn't go Memphis' way. You come back out on defense now, just put the ball down, let's play. Remember, eye discipline. Don't take fakes. Know your man, stay with your man, and Memphis can have success in this football game against Navy.
By the way, it was a 38-yard kick, and
into the wind.
The 22nd time a fair catch called for by the Australian punter. Pretty good deal there. Here's Horvath. He's got one running back. I believe it's Teska to his left. He's going to switch a tight end in motion. And here's the snap. Chapman was cutting, and he gives him the sniper. Chapman some room on the right side, gets across the 30. That's a good gain to the 33-yard line. And that will be a pick of a 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. So they had that sniper, the slot back, really, who went from right to left, and he got some yardage there, got to the outside. Here's 2nd down and 4. Now this time Horvath is under center. He's got a fullback, which is Teska. He's got 2 wings to his right. Now they split them all out. This is a conventional set. The Tigers are going to run 4. They send a man in motion. They give it to the motion man. He's going to get stopped cold. That's Eli Heidenreich. They're great running back, slot receiver, number 1 all-time in the history of the Naval Academy of catching balls. He didn't run very well that time. He got a half a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Well, the reason he didn't run very well is because the Tigers beat their blockers up front. Great job by the Tigers' interior defensive line to beat their blocks and get after Eli Hyde.
They're 43% on 3rd down conversion. The Tigers hold you pretty well, 39%. Tigers load the box. They've got that pistol look. Teska is behind Horvath. High snap. Horvath gets it high and a jump to get it. Then he got murdered. The Tigers front man, maybe it was Samson Israel on a safety blitz, got him way back at the 29-yard line.
The Tigers guessed right on that play because they tried to give Memphis eye candy going left. Horvath was going to go right, but he bobbled the snap, and that allowed Israel to get right on him and lay the River Jordan down.
So they're going to bring in their punter. Both teams going 3 and out on the first possession. Here is Jacob Carlson. He's a sophomore from Plano. He averages 45. He's a good kicker. He's had 9 kicks over 50. Sutton Smith back. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It's low. Sutton's going to try to return it. On the run, makes a catch at the 40. Evades 2. Gets to the 42 and is knocked down right there. Pretty good return. In traffic, took the chance. It did not hurt. He got maybe a couple of extra yards, so the Tigers will take over. 1st down and 10 there. 33-yard punt, 2-yard return. All brought to you by Tag Truck Center. They're your go-to for Freightliner, parts, service, and sales. Visit at 4450 American Way or online at tntxtruck.com. That's Tag Truck Center. Tag, you're it. Is the Tiger offense going to get on track? They'll get it at their own 41 with 12:01 to go here in the first quarter on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Welcome back. Both teams offensively have sputtered 3 and out, so the defenses have, in the cold, adjusted quite well and clamped down. But let's see if Brendan Lewis and company at their own 41 can make something happen. Third member of the broadcast team, that is Greg Gaston. I know you got some news that's not so good about a kid from Bartlett.
Yeah, what is good news? Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Good crowd out here to watch the game. What you don't want to see, especially the last game of the regular season with a bowl game still to play, is injuries. Charlie Harrell, a local product from Christian Brothers High School, he's a big part of the special teams for the Tigers. He was hurt on that opening kickoff. He was taken to the Blue Medical tent, and then they have brought him in seemingly for x-rays. It appears to be some sort of lower left leg injury.
Well, let's hope that he's okay. That's tough. That's how I got my start on this football team at the University of Memphis, running down on the kickoff team. And those guys they're special teams, man. That's a third of the game. And if you are a weak link and you don't do your job, boom, they can pop a touchdown on you. Boy, you got help. You got HE double hockey sticks to pay if you don't do your job. So everybody has to contribute, and it's tough to see one of your brothers go down. So let's hope the Tigers can have the next man up mentality and get somebody else out there, and that Charlie's okay.
So the Tigers went aggressively. Tim Cramsey warned us he might do that.
Yes,
2 bombs, 1 short, 1 long. What did they do here, Jarvo?
I'm thinking they're going to work the sticks now. I think they're going to use their height and go for their quick outs, and then use the backs off tackle.
2 right, 1 left, 1 back. He's to the right of Lewis. There's 4 in the box for Navy. The ball's on the left hash at the 41. They send a man in motion, the receiver on the right. Here's the snap. It's fake to Duozier. Lewis is going to run. He's going to get across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That'll be a scamper of, they're going to say at the 45. So it'll be a pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6, and the Tigers trade out personnel here.
And Brendan Lewis has not really run until the second half of the last 2 games. He ran on that one, did a pirouette for 6 yards. Let's see if that ankle's going to hold up early.
Sutton Smith in. Graham and Hawkins are split to the right. Here's the snap. Here's the throw. Left side by the sticks. Up in the air, a catch. That was made by Marcelo Bussey. Had one-on-one coverage played off of him, and the Tiger goes out of bounds at the Navy 42. That's a pickup of 13.
Yeah, it's a great throw, pitch and catch, 2 3-step drop, let the ball go. The wind has absolutely died right now. The flags are laying down flat, so no wind to throw into for Brendan Lewis.
The Tigers will split 2 to the right again, 1 to the left. Smith stays in.
Changing the play.
And Navy started off with 3 in the box. They creep up 2 linebackers now. This time Lewis is under center. Here's the snap. It's a give to Sutton, trying to get to the corner. Could not. Got to the line of scrimmage right at the 42 of Navy, and down he goes. He was hit by Adam Clank. He's the outside linebacker, and they got help from the safety, Justin Ross.
I guess Clank got a clank on that, and you can see how quickly this Navy defense reacts to the football. There were like 6 white shirts all moving to the outside. There was nowhere for Sutton Smith to go, basically outnumbered on that play.
Graham splits to the number on the right side. The ball's on the left hash. Kluse is the wide receiver left. They move a tight end in motion. He's a H-back on the right side. Here's the snap, and Lewis to throw, and he's got a man underneath. It's the running back out of the backfield. Makes a great move. That's Sutton Smith across the 40, and he steps out of bounds near the 35-yard line. It'll be short of the sticks. It'll be 3rd down after the 6-yard gain. Third down, and we're going to call it about 4.
I like those plays for Memphis. Do it quickly before they get set.
Tempo, and they do, and they give it to Smith, and he goes right up the hash across the 35 to the 34-yard line. That's only 2. It's 4th down and 2.
They're going for it.
The kick would be into the wind. It would be about a 50-yarder. They're going to go for it. Here comes bigger personnel. They're going to go with at least 2 tight ends. It'll be 12 personnel.
I think that's what the book says. You go for it right here. There is no wind right now, but I think the safe play, it's the good play, the correct play with this offense is to go for it because you have a quarterback who can run the football.
Yeah, they bring in Peasant. He's the big running back, and they give it to him, and he goes up there, knocks a man over, got close to the sticks, flag on the play. Let's see where they spotted it. Looks like it might be short. We'll see what the laundry's about.
That's definitely short. He did not, they really stacked up the box right. Here's the call.
Substitution, 12 men on defense. A 5-0 penalty.
No wonder they made the stop.
Yeah,
they had
really.
12 men on defense. That, by the way, is Charles Lamartina. He's the official most of the big games. He does first penalty in the game and another first down. A first Horizon first down for the U of M. Getting closer to the AutoZone red zone. So they'll have it. They'll put it down at the 29-yard line of the midshipmen. DeWosier comes in, middle of the field. Lewis going to work quick. 2 men split right, 1 left. That's Klus. Now Lewis changes the play, walks to the line of scrimmage. Puts DeWosier to his right. They've loaded the box, Navy has. They got 6 there. Here's the snap. It's a delay. It's to DeWosier. Finds a sliver. Has some room across the 25, down to the 24-yard line. That's a good pickup. Mark Anthony Parker, their leading tackler, made the stop. But the U of M will get 5 to the 24, 2nd and 5.
Good blocking over there by Malachi Breland, help opening a hole for DeWosier to slip through.
Trips right, and Graham's got one-on-one coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Adcock goes in motion. He's a slot receiver on the right side. Here's the snap. They give it to DeWosier. Big hole, first down. Finally brought down near the 15-yard line. DeWosier got a great block up front by Kerry Walker, and I think it might have been Ethan Newman, the new guard in. Scampers for 14 inside the AutoZone red zone. Another first down. So the U of M on this drive with 3 first downs.
And this is a tough outfit because DeWosier played on that broken foot that he hurt early in the season. The first game of the season, he will have surgery after the year is over.
Smith comes in. Ball's in the middle of the field. 2 receivers left. Bussey is to the right side. He's got H-back right side. Here's the snap. Smith looking for some room. Gets down to about the 13. The going is rough right there. Tripped up after a gain of 2. That time Julian Mutume and Landon Robinson, the nose guard, made the stop. So the defensive front able to corral the Tiger running back. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Going back to that 4th down play, Memphis is one of the best in the nation on 4th down, 70%. 14 of 20 on the year. Navy, you think running the ball as well as they do. They're only 61%, 13 of 21.
He's in the game on 2nd and 8. 2 receivers left, balls on the right hash. Now they send the tight end in motion. He stops as a slot receiver left side. Here's the snap. It's a delay give. It's to Peasant. He's not going anywhere. He might have gotten a yard to the 12. It's going to set up a 3rd down and long.
One thing Memphis does not want to do is get predictable with Peasant in the ball game, because whenever Big Frank the tank comes in, the transfer from MTSU, it's pretty much going to be a run with Peasant going up the middle. He's out of the ball game right now as the Tigers bring DeWosier down.
Griffin Willis, a tackle from Austin, Texas, with help from the outside linebacker Jackson Campbell, made that stop. So here you go. 3rd down and 7. You got 2 in the backfield. They are sandwiching Lewis.
That's Christian Ross, the tight end in the backfield.
He is. Ross to his left. And now he goes in motion. Here's the snap. DeWosier's back there. They throw it to DeWosier. Looking for a seam. Gets caught. Couldn't get there. Got to the 12. Tried to get to the outside. Could not beat the corner, Nick Bell. The sophomore made a great play. Knocked him down. No gain. It'll be 4th down and 8. And the Tigers are going to bring in Gianni Spedic.
You got to wonder if that foot is not broken, and because on his cuts, it's very difficult for him to make a clean cut. Straight ahead, boy, he is fast as a bullet out of a gun. But you got to wonder if that foot, if he's not playing on a broken foot, if he could have made that cut. We've seen him do it at Tulane. What he did last year against the Green Wave was just ridiculous.
This will be a 31-yarder from the 21 left hash. Snapped down. It was a good catch by Tanner Gillis. He got it down, leg through. It's good. The Tigers on their 2nd possession put together a pretty nice drive. They had 3 first downs in that drive.
And a 4th down play.
And they end up going 11 plays, 46 yards. The Spedic 31-yarder gives Memphis a 3 lead. It's brought to you by ATC Fitness. So there's only $25 a month. That's all it costs you for fitness, tanning, and massage. Always no commitment, no processing. 18 locations, always the newest equipment. ATC Fitness. Exercise your right to look good. So the Tigers looking good on their second drive. Get 3. They lead Navy 3-0 with 5:35 to go in the first. Here on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey, Tiger fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Memphis football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Tigers. Let's go, Tigers! SeatGeek.
Sissy's Log Cabin is the official jeweler of the Memphis Tigers. And this football season, they're ready to help you show your Tiger pride with a spectacular selection of jewelry featuring exquisite gems in all your Tiger colors. Sissy's can also help you find an engagement ring, the perfect gift, or any other piece of jewelry you may be looking for, all while treating you like family. Stop by their store in East Memphis or visit sissyslogcabin.com to enjoy the Sissy's experience for yourself, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
Welcome me back, and again, happy Thanksgiving to all of us. The whole crew is here. We got Dave Woloshin, Jarvis Greer, Greg Gaston on the sidelines on the numbers today. Jacob Woloshin, spotting is Stephen Jenkins, and our producer and our engineer is Danny O'Brien. Some news from down on the sideline from Greg Gaston. Actually, it's a tribute to a guy who couldn't make it today.
Yeah, let me talk about Travis Burke in just a second, Wolo. But first, good job by you. You got the old eye, but you saw that ball snapped, and it bounced Tanner Gillis's hands. He put it down, and the kick was good. But that could have been a implosion by the Tigers on a bad snap there on that field goal. But I want to talk about Travis Burke and this offensive line. Of course, Burke got hurt last week, and he is done for the season, will not be able to participate in a bowl game. We talked to head coach Ryan Soberfield during our coaches meetings on Thursday. He talked about him possibly being a second or third round draft pick. Hopefully the injury is just a bump in the road. But this is the first game this entire season that Memphis has had to change one of the players in the starting offensive line. It's been the same 5 all season long until today. But so far, so good on that drive that initiated their own territory and drove for the 3 points. So you got a couple of guys moving around. Mitchell has moved around. You got a new guy in the starting lineup. And Wolo, I thought they did a very nice job, Jarva.
Yeah, definitely. And just because you've had the same starting 5 every game doesn't mean that some backups haven't come in to get some snaps. And that's allowed Ethan Newman to come in and get his feet wet playing some football games. And he's been blocking very well so far.
This will be Spedek's 73rd kick, by the way. Off it goes. He's had 51 touchbacks. This one over the head of Isaiah Bryant. That means 52 touchbacks. Hey, just to touch base again on the offensive line, Danny O'Brien is an old offensive lineman.
Yes, he is.
He watches these guys. He said Newman is absolutely blocking his you-know-what off.
His butt. We can say butt, right?
Well, I don't know.
I think we could.
If I don't have you for the bowl game, you'll know the answer.
Oh, wow. I'm in trouble already. 2
to the right, 1 to the left. Here's Navy from their own 25. Now they shift, and they take Horvath under center. Teska's behind him as a fullback. They send a slot in motion right to Teska up the middle. Got hit in the backfield. Is able to get away and get 2, maybe 3 yards to the 28-yard line. That Tiger defensive front just so quick. Very twitchy to the ball.
That's Puda Walker and company up front getting it done.
That was Jalen Bell who actually got to him first.
Coming. They're Puda and Jalen about the same kind of player. Puda's just a little bit bigger, but stopping that first option out of the triple option is a big key to stopping this offense.
So, 2nd down and 7, Horvath under center. Teska behind him. He's got Chapman to his right. Again, It's Teska. Oh, my goodness. They get him as soon as he touches the ball. He got 1.5 near the 30-yard line. That time, William Whitlow. Oh, we're going to miss William. William Whitlow made the stop. He got help from Sam Brumfield. 3rd down and 5.
And they're very dangerous now on any down, but this is a big down for them. And you got to watch. They'll give you eye candy up the front, and their snipe sniper back, goes around that end on the option, and that's when they can break one for 20 or 30 yards.
Watch for Heidenreich on 3rd down and 5, their all-time best receiver. Chapman and Teska are in there. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Teska. He's going to go off right tackle. He's going to get 6 yards. He dove forward and got right in front of Sam Brumfield and gets the needed yardage.
That was the old shuttle pass that the Tigers use on their goal line plays, and it worked to perfection right there. Just got enough to get the first down.
Horvath under center, can't go. They made a change, so the Tigers changed some defensive personnel. Middle of the field at the 31-yard line. Tigers going to rush 4. Horvath's under center. Teska is behind him. The wings are Chapman and Heidenreich. Here's the snap, and it's again Teska. Oh, no, it's a tremendous fake, and they're going to give it to Chapman. He tries to get to the outside left side, got to the 38-yard line, got knocked down there, only a pickup of 3. Great discipline. The Tigers strung it out. I think Omari Cooper was the guy that made the stop.
Yeah, he shot over after initially getting blocked and came back to make the play. But, boy, they block you low, and you got to protect your ankles and your knees when they come at you on the flanks.
They work quickly from the left hash, 3rd down and 7. Teska behind Horvath under center. Heidenreich goes in motion. They pitch it to him. Right side. Trying to get outside. He cannot. He's knocked out of bounds at the 39-yard line. The Tigers strung it out, and there's Kamari Wilson, the number 2 tackler on the team, saying, no way you're getting anywhere. They got maybe a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, also, they always tell you have to keep your outside arm free on wide plays. Kamari Wilson did a good job of doing that, not getting mixed up in the traffic, just like Navy did on the Tiger 3rd down earlier. The Tigers had more blue shirts than white shirts stringing that play out.
Here's a conventional setup. Tigers going to rush 3. They have 2 receivers right, 2 left. The linebackers play off. That ball's on the right hash. 2.5 to go. Here's a quick pass right side. They were looking for the tight end, Theo Ulwell, who's not caught a pass this year. He still hasn't. That ball was 5 yards over his head into the Tigers sideline. 4th down. 6.5 at the 40-yard line of Navy. They're going to have to punt it away with the Tigers up 3-0.
And that's not a Horvath pass. That ball was like way wide, and usually he's much more accurate than that. Just a 2-step drop and throw it, and that ball was nowhere near him. Maybe, I don't know if the cold is affecting him. We'll see.
Here comes their punter for the second time, and they fake it, and he's going to run to the 40, to the 50. There's a flag, however, in the backfield where a hold would be called, and out of bounds goes the up man who took the fake punt, out of bounds at the Tiger 43, but it's coming back.
Yes, sir.
Second penalty in the game.
Offense number 97. 10-yard penalty. 4th down.
So that is a special teams hold. It's called on Matthew Reyes. He's a defensive lineman normally, but on the special teams, he held. They'll back it up. It's going to be at the 30-yard line now. Now it's 4th and 16.5. I don't think they'll try that again. They bring back out the punter, Jacob Carlson. This guy can boom it now.
Oh,
he's had 9 punts over 50 yards.
He was kicking 60-yarders.
And he's got the wind with him in the cold. Here's the snap. A little bit of rush. He gets it off. It's low. It comes down at the 35. Still rolling 30. Still rolling inside the 25. Sutton Smith gets away from it. Inside the 20. All the way down to the 16-yard line. That is a 50-plus punt.
50-plus yards, and he kept it low, and it hit the ground about 20 yards in front of Sutton Smith, who tried to run up to get it, but when it's doing like that, just get away from it.
That was pretty darn amazing. 54 yards. Brought to you by 1910 Frameworks. They got the perfect frames and mats to give new life to your art, photos, or posters. With that creative framing, they can change your favorite sports memorabilia into a great piece of art. If it's worth framing, it's worth framing right. You do that at 1910 Frameworks, right there at 2029 Union Avenue. So the Tigers will try to frame together a drive. They lead it 3-0 with 2:09 to go here in the first with Navy on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Tigers fans know it takes teamwork to win. And when you choose Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee, you get a team that served Tennesseans for nearly 80 years. Whether big or small, babies to seniors, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee has the health coverage you need from a company right here in your community. Now that's what we call a big win. Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. Plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station. And wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
2:09 to go, first quarter. Memphis's defense has been terrific so far. Brought to you by Toyota. You know, made in Memphis in America, that means something to Toyota. That's why they've invested over $49 billion, and currently they build 13 different vehicles right here in the USA. You can test drive one today at your Memphis area Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. So the Jordan Hankins defense did a great job, sort of a preview against Rice. They run this sort of triple option flex offense. Hankins knocked them dead there in Houston. So far, so good here. Greg Gaston?
So far, so great. Well, those 17 yards and 1 first down for Navy in their first 2 possessions with the football. Jordan Hankins talked to us on Thursday. We asked him about going up against this type of offense. He said, assignment, assignment, assignment. Right. Don't try to do too much. Stay in your lane. If you get your assignment done, we feel we can slow them down. Right now, they're doing a great job on Horvath. They've blitzed a couple of times, one time on each of the drive. The first time, Horvath, who bobbled the ball, they were able to get him down for a loss. The second time, Navy was able to get 6 yards and a first down. So that's going to be strategic throughout the game when he wants to dial up that blitz. But right now, this defense is playing, and they're playing like it might be the last game for a lot of these guys, because it will be the last game for a lot of these guys, no doubt, other than the bowl game. So Jarvo, right now, they're doing their job. They're doing their job. You know, offense sells tickets, defense wins championships or gets you there. And the defense is playing like, I love defensive highlights. And we've seen a couple so far by this Memphis Tiger football team.
Brandon Lewis and company. Jakari Caldwell splits to the right, 2 to the left. He is 3 of 5, 13 yards. Here's the snap. Here comes the blitz. He sees it, runs to his right, still looking, and throws the ball away into the crowd, over the Navy bench. He got outside the box, let it go. There was a big rush on him. There was nobody open. Good defense by Navy. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers at their own 16.
Navy ran a delayed blitz like that time, and then the late blitzer got through all the trash up front and made him go outside. So smart thing. Throw it away, live to play another play.
2 left and 1 right. Now they shift. Navy's front does. They've got 4 there, and a linebacker creeps up. Here comes the blitz. Lewis sees it, steps up in the pocket, but not going to go anywhere. They've got him back inside the 10. That time it'll be Xavier Arrington, a sophomore from Vero Beach, Florida. That's his first sack this year. And for Navy, they're pretty good at this. That's their 21st sack.
That's really difficult for Memphis now. You put yourself, you're in your shadows of your own goalpost right now at the 13-yard line. You got to get rid of the ball quickly there. You don't want to take a sack this close. Now you got 3rd and a cab ride. What is it, 3rd
and 18. 3rd and 18. After the loss of 8, trips to the left side, 1 to the right. Navy's only going to rush 4. Ball's on the right hash, right at that 8-yard line. Here's the snap, and Lewis with a little bit of time in the end zone. Dumps it underneath. He's got the Wozier. Makes a move at the 10 to the 15, and will be knocked down at about the 18-yard line by the linebacker Coleman Cawley, kid from Macon, Georgia. Puts the stop on the Tigers, but at least they're out of the shadow of their goal line. He gets 10 on that play, and the Tigers will have to punt the ball into the wind with 50 seconds left to go here in the first, and Memphis up 3-0.
You know, maybe it's just me, but I like the quick game when you're down here close to your own goal line. Just quick outs and you know, get a couple of first downs. Move the ball a little bit. Don't try to go for the home run every time.
Lachlan Kerrigan kicked a 38-yarder. Here's the snap the first time. The second time, here's Chapman. He makes a fair catch. It was not a deep punt into that wind. It's fair caught at the 43-yard line. That'll be about a 40-yard punt with 31 seconds left Here in the first, Navy with good field position.
I wonder, since it's so cold, maybe he's not getting as much explosion off his foot, because when it's nice and hot, as it's been most of the season that the Tigers have been playing, those punts have been either booming high and deep, or, they've been line drives that have rolled for a good way. The punts here so far in this game, looks like you're trying to kick a rock, and they're just not going very far.
Horvath under center. He's got one receiver split way on the left side by the number. The ball's on the right hash. Everybody bunched in. Teska, the fullback, under center. Blake Horvath. Here's the snap. Fakes. He's going to throw. Has time. Over the middle. He's got a man. It's caught at the Tiger 30. It's Brandon Chapman. The slot back came. He was just running right up the hash in a little curl, and it's good right in front of Chris Bracey. It's good for 31 yards. They're going to work quickly from the 29. Here's the snap. They give it to Heidenreich. He's got room on the right side inside the 25, down near the 23-yard line.
Well, they work so fast, it's hard to see where the ball is, but good blocking, got up the offensive line, and got a lot of tempo going quickly.
Taylor Burton made the stop, and that'll be the last play of this first quarter. They got 7 on that. It'll be 2nd and 3 at the Tiger 23 after we swapped sides. First chapter in the books, a good one for the Tigers. They got a field goal. They really held Navy down until this last particular burst by the midshipmen to end the quarter. Clarkey's Barbecue, well, they're really all about Memphis. You can see why they've been voted the #1 barbecue joint in Memphis at any of their 4 Mid-South locations. Corky's Barbecue, that's Memphis Barbecue. We take the break. Second chapter coming your way in a minute. Memphis up on Navy 3-0 after 1 here on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Rotolo's Craft and Crust is the destination to unwind and refuel with flavors everybody loves, guests we consider friends, and backed by a team we consider family. Our championship pizza crew has the dough you really need. Come on in, kick back with a drink or two while we fix up something delicious for you. Maybe an old-time favorite like our original cheese sticks or our one-of-a-kind deep dish pizzas. Visit us at 681 South White Station or order to go at rotolos.com.
Memphis Tiger fans, we all know the good that recycling does for Memphis and its environment. But a few simple mistakes can mean the difference between recycling right and wasting recycling efforts. Putting plastic bags in your gray carts, for example, can send tons of good recycling to the landfill. So don't let our efforts go to waste. Learn to recycle right, Memphis. And remember, go Tigers go. Brought to you by the City of Memphis Solid Waste Division.
Really good crowd.
Turkey Day night. Nice to have you aboard. Tigers lead 3-0. The Navy on the move, though. Tiger football brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Patrol. They're looking for community-oriented individuals with a passion for helping people to fill several positions within the Memphis district. They offer an excellent benefits package with a competitive salary and an extra $10,000 if you're assigned to Shelby County. Visit their social media pages at TN Highway Patrol, or you can visit jointhp.com and you will learn more. We're learning more about this Navy offense installed a couple of years ago. They brought in Brian Newberry. He brought in Drew Kronich. He's the OC. And Greg Gaston. They've been gold. They've really put together a very, very deceptive combination.
The flex option offense. It's a variation of the triple option offense, but it's from what we've seen in the past with Navy. Navy, when they threw the ball, it was once, maybe twice in a game as an element of surprise. Now it's a big part of their offense. They'll throw the ball 12 to 15 times, and you saw Memphis burn up that last pass attempt. They have to be ready. I know they practiced all week. They practiced 1 week in the summer to get ready for Navy. Every single camp in August. You have to understand that this flex option, triple option, is a lot different than your mother and father's Navy offense.
Yeah, that last pass play that they hit for 32 yards, it was a straight up the seam, and then he cut it into a post at the last 5 yards, and that move allowed him to get open. The Tigers were with him until he made that move. He makes the catch and then is immediately hit. But those are the kind of plays that can get you beat against this Navy offense, because they come when you don't expect them, and when they hit them big.
Well, this is a different game than a year ago. They had 1,225 yards. First quarter, Navy with 51, the Tigers with 45. So we had under 100 yards in that first quarter. So here comes Navy, left to right on your radio now.
Big difference in Memphis. Brendan Lewis passing 4 for 7 for 28 yards. And that 4 for 7, 2 of those misses were 2 bombs that had wide receivers wide open, at least 2 yards separation from the secondary, and he just missed them.
Jamari Hawkins beat them both times. The Tigers were just not able to
make the connection.
Make it work. One short, one long. Here's Navy, 2nd down and 3 at the Tiger 23. Shane Reynolds comes in as the running back to the left of Horvath. Tigers almost jumped. Then the offensive lineman does jump. I don't think there was contact made. Taylor Burton jumped, so this could be a freebie. They may be getting a first down, and that'll be the first penalty on the U of M. I didn't think he made contact. Thought he got back.
Offside. Defense number 90. 5-yard penalty results in the first down.
So the kid from Whitehaven High School jumped. He must have made contact.
Yeah, I don't think he made contact initially, but when he stood up, the offensive lineman put his arm out and pointed at him and hit him. And it's like, okay, well, let's contact. You're offside. And
you can't do that, though.
Well, he did it, and they threw the flag.
Well, they bought it. So here's Horvath with 2 wings and 2 receivers left and right. Heidenreich is split on the right side. It's Shane Reynolds is the fullback, and here's Horvath. He's going to keep it himself. Now gives Chapman. Chapman's got room, gets inside the 15, knocked down near the 10. So that'll be a nice pickup. Everett Russo came over, made the stop, but they get 8 yards on that one. So it'll be 2nd down and 2. They're inside the AutoZone red zone.
Here's the difference, Dave. You see the way that Chapman cut when he caught the option pass. He made a couple of cuts before turning on the gas to go up front. That's what DeWosier hasn't been able to do on that broken foot, or Brendan Lewis for that matter. This is what makes Navy so difficult. They are so quick, and they cut really fast.
2nd and 2 at the 10. Here's the option for Horvath. Keeps it, has the first down, knocked down at the 6-yard line. So they get the first down. It'll be 1st down and goal there. This has been really brilliant Navy football. They've used different weapons all the way. They've used one big pass, and now they got Horvath running. They've had Shane Reynolds run. They've had Pesca run. They've had Heidenreich run. They do it all.
Yeah, they do it all. Now, the Tigers have gotten really tough inside their own 10-yard line. Let's see if what they can do against this flex offense that Navy likes to run. Memphis has really made people work for it to try to score against them when they've gotten down close.
They split 1 man left, otherwise 2 wings. Teska to the left of Horvath. 1st down and goal, right hash at the Tigers 6. 4 in the box for Memphis, and the linebackers up close. Here's the snap. It's a give. Teska caught in the backfield, gets nothing.
Drew Watts comes up, make that tackle. He slipped through some kind of way to get up under everybody to make the grab. That's a great play to stop that first option of the triple option.
Give him a yard to the 5, 2nd and goal there.
All right, now, this is another dangerous down against this flex offense because Navy usually is going to run that option, run the heck of it all the way to see if they score, but they could be throwing it on this down.
I think they just brought in a 3rd tight end. They will split 1 man to the left side. I think it's Chapman. Teska behind Horvath. He's under center. Here's the snap, quarterback draw. He's going to run. He gets drilled near the 3 by Sam Brumfield. You can tell a Brumfield hit because the running back starts forward and ends up going 2 yards back.
That was a form tackle. Put your helmet right in his chest and keep those legs driving him backwards. Horvath fortunate to be able to hold on to the football. Excellent tackle. Big 3rd down now for Memphis against Navy. 3-0 to score with Memphis in the lead.
They're 1 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. 12:22 to go. 2nd quarter, Tigers lead is 3-0 at the moment. Big 3rd down here. Here's the snap. Horvath running to his left. Gonna try to keep it. Throws it last second. Caught. Touchdown.
That wasn't even a throw. That was a pitch, an underhanded flip. Great improvisation by that quarterback, Blake Horvath. Wow.
Not sure who he got that to.
There was no way he could throw it overhanded because he was being chased. He just flipped it forward.
Looks like it was Zaire Arrington. Oh, was it Brandon Chapman? It was Chapman. The snipe on the A side, his 4th touchdown of the year. Here's the extra point on the way. It's good. It's 17 three. That was a very good-looking drive. It took 7 plays, 57 yards. It started in the first quarter. It ends in the second quarter. Navy's got their first lead in the game, 7-3. That was impressive by Horvath. He used every weapon he had.
And that was like the Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, throwing those underhanded passes, making an improvisation. Because he threw that 7 yards, 8 yards, I guess about 18 yards when you count he was like 6 yards deep in the end zone. But Memphis had everybody covered. It looks like he's not going to run, and he flips it underhanded before you get a chance to go over there and cover Chapman, who was at the back end of the end zone. Just a great improvisation by Blake Horvath, who's one of the best quarterbacks in America, if you ask me.
So they're saying that's complete to Kendall Evans.
Kendall Evans, okay.
For the touchdown. And as you said, that was Mahomes-like.
Yeah.
Because it was more like he was shooting a dart.
He was shoveling it. He was shoveling like a shuttle pass. And it was like an underhanded flip because he couldn't wind up the throw, and everybody was covered if he'd have done that.
Here's the run-up by Navy and by Lance Gossett. Short again, taking it to 10-yard line. To the near sideline, 20. Little stutter step there. And out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Decent return. Everybody's hopping on one another on the near sideline here. The Tigers will take over. It was a 14-yard return. So the Memphis Tigers down now for the first time in the game, 7-3. Score big on game day meals at Kroger with savings beyond low prices, including digital coupons worth over $600 each week. That's Kroger, fresh for everyone. So the U of M, only 45 yards in that first quarter. This is their first attempt in the second quarter. Sutton Smith's your running back. He is to the left of Brendan Lewis. 2 receivers left, one on the right side. And the ball's on that left hash. Here's the snap, and Lewis to throw. This time, plenty of time. Dumps it underneath to Sutton. Sutton makes the grab, turns, and gets to the 30-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 5. Mark Anthony Parker, their linebacker, their top tackler, made the stop. He's known for physicality. He filled that gap in a hurry. Tigers work quick. Trips right, 1 man left, 2nd and 5. Lewis claps. Here's the snap. He's going to run. He's got the first down at the 35. Stutter step to the 40, and he's finally brought down at the 43-yard line. Second good run by Lewis in the game.
And this looks more like Memphis offense. At the first play, just a long handoff to Sutton Smith, and then Brendan Lewis takes off straight up the field. That ankle works well going straight up. Is when he has to cut that he has his problem.
He got 14 from his own 43. Here's the snap. Bubble screen right side. Caught by Bussey. He's got it to the 50. He's going to get another first down. He's got it at the 45 of Navy. Mark Anthony Parker is third tackle in the game. And they're going to say he was down at the 47.
The Memphis offense clicking right now. Brendan Lewis with a good quick pass. That ball did not take long to get out there to Bussey, allowing him to use the blocking in front of him to pick up the first down.
So Lewis now 6 of 9 for 43 yards. Another first down for the Tigers. That's their 5th. In midshipman territory, right hash 47. Here's the snap. Lewis with time. Steps up. Throwing deep. We're looking for a man in stride. Incomplete. Man, there was contact at the 5. There's no flag out there. And again, the Tigers had a man. It was Marcelo Bussey. He had gotten behind the corner. Cam Robinson, a freshman from Atlanta. But the ball just slightly not on target.
Well, Bussey was looking over his inside shoulder, and the ball came over his outside. He had to spin all the way around, and he couldn't get his body turned around in time.
2nd down and 10 from the right hash at the 47.
He was open, though. That would have been a sure touchdown.
DeWozier in at running back. They send a split end in motion, right to left. Here's the give to DeWozier. Goes up the hash, gets inside the 45-yard line near the 44. That'll be a pickup of 3. It'll set up a 3rd down and 7. U of M on 3rd downs, 0 for 4. They need one. Normally, they're good. As you said earlier, 42%. That's gone down as the year has gone on. Trips left, 1 to the right, big 3rd down. Middle of the field, right at the 45.
You don't need all of it. You just need 7.
Navy's rushing 5. Trips left, 1 to the right side. Here's the snap. They fake it to DeWozier. Pressure throw over the middle's caught at the Navy 30-yard line. That was just a little look-in, and it's good For 15 yards, it's Brady Cluse, the possession receiver extraordinaire with a big pickup there.
He ran a precise route. That cut he made had the Navy defensive back turned around, had cut back to the middle, up the seam and cut to the middle, and the ball was right on target.
Cluse splits to the right side. Peason comes in as the running back to the right of Lewis. From the 29, first down and 10. Looks like Navy's going to blitz, and Lewis has them guessing. They had a corner ready to jump, that is for sure. Lewis taking his time. Here's the snap. It's a give. It's to DeWozier. Started left, cut it back in the middle. We'll get to the line of scrimmage, and one more to the 28-yard line. Second down and 9. With 9:05 to go in the first half, the Tigers down to Navy 7-3, but driving.
Frank Peason in the ball game right now for Memphis, and let's see if he's going to be a blocker on this play.
2 right, 2 left. Second down, we'll call it 8. Navy's got 5 in the box. Middle of the field is where the ball is about to be snapped. Here it comes. And here's Lewis. He's got room. He's going to run. He can go a long way. 15, cuts to the right, to the 10, to the 5, and down he goes near the 4. Another big Lewis run. It took the 2 linebackers, Cawley and Parker, to make the stop, but another big burst, this time 24 for Lewis. And Lewis has the Tigers inside the AutoZone red zone, inside the 5 at the 4, first and goal.
Yeah, Peason was the blocker on that play, but as a run blocker, not a pass blocker.
Peason stays in. He's to the left of Lewis. 2 in a stack on the right side. 1 goes in motion. It's Cluse. Here's the snap. It's a give to Peason. Gets to the 1. Down he goes there. Hit hard by the safety, Giuseppe Sessi. He is their second leading tackler. He makes their calls. He made the right one for himself there. They say at the 1.5. Second and goal from there. Again, middle of the field for the Tigers.
Peason got his legs taken out from under him. Otherwise, he would have gotten in on the dive. A good tackle by Navy there to keep him out of the end zone.
C.J. Smith splits right. Cluse to the left side. Adcock in motion. He's an H-back left side. Low snap. They throw it to Adcock. The H-back makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown Tigers. Back in the lead after the Wolf Chase Toyota TD.
Good deception by Memphis. The snap was a little bit off to the left, and that may have thrown the Navy linebackers off a little bit. That little move allowed Matt Adcock from just outside of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, to scoot across the line. The double strike pass right there over his shoulder makes the grab into the end zone for 6 points.
So Lewis and company with an answer. Here's Spaddock for the extra point. Snap down, leg through. He's 47 of 47 on the year. And the Tigers use a great answer drive. 10 plays, 76 yards, 4:37 off the clock. They lead Navy 10-7.
Both these teams have a lot to play for. Navy says, hey, we want some extra postseason. So does Memphis, and they're showing it tonight here at the Sim.
Tiger Football brought to you by SeatGeek, and they make it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action all year long, including bowl games, whether you're buying or selling football tickets. SeatGeek's the official ticket marketplace of the Tigers. 7:28 to go, first half. Memphis back in front of Navy, 10-7 on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Toyota-thon is on, and there's no better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota. Like the family-size Highlander and the bigger, more powerful Grand Highlander. Now through December 1st, you can get 4.75 APR financing on any remaining new 25 Highlander or Grand Highlander, including hybrid models, with approved credit through TFS. Plus, you get Toyota Care 2 years, no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Event Rentals by Hicks is celebrating over 30 years of service and is an official partner of the Memphis Tigers and Tiger Sports Properties. Event Rentals by Hicks can meet all of your party rental needs. Visit their website at hicksconventions.com or give them a call at 901-272-1171. That's 901-272-1171 or online at hicksconventions.com. Event Rentals by Hicks, serving the Mid-South since 1986.
Welcome you back, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. Happy holidays. I hope you had a great and very full Thanksgiving. Dave LaLoche and Jarvis Greer with you on the sideline. Greg Gaston. If you wondered if this team would be motivated to play in this game after the heartbreak the last couple of weeks, Greg Gaston, I think that drive gives you your answer. And you know,
got me?
Yeah, we got you now.
Okay, a little in and out there, but yes, absolutely. We were talking Thursday with the coaches, Ryan Silverfield. I asked him point blank. I said, are these guys going to be mentally ready for this game? Yeah, they may be practicing well, but are they focused, knowing that they have really nothing on the line other than the 9th win and then to hopefully win a bowl game and get to a 10th win, as Jarvo's talked about. But unfortunately, they're not playing to get into the conference championship game. Navy is. Would they be able to match the intensity? And they certainly have come out looking that way. Even though they gave up the 1 touchdown, they've held Navy's offense pretty much in check. Great drive there to regain the lead at 10-7. So any questions on whether or not Memphis was bought in, that has already been answered. They are playing their hearts out here in their final game of the regular season.
Hey, Greg, doesn't this look like the Memphis offense that we saw earlier in the season with Brendan Lewis running? That's why the Tigers were able to put up the points they put up.
Jarvo, absolutely. And remember, Tim Cramsey, offensive coordinator, we asked him about Brendan Lewis, and he said, and Ryan said this as well, probably as close to 100% as he was before the injury came. He has played basically less than 100% every single game. But he said yes. But since that injury, this is probably the healthiest he's been.
Listen, the Tigers have 120 total yards now. Lewis has 92 of them. 8 of 12, 59 passing, 4 carries, 33 yards running the football. That long run of 24.
And this is taking a chance on a guy that was 3 of 9 in his career as a starting quarterback.
Here's the run-up with Spedek in the wind behind him, and this kick returnable from the 2 for Isaiah Bryant to the 10-15. Oh, there's a hole 20, spins it to 25. Down he goes at about the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. So that was a pretty good return by the Navy special teams. 27 yards for Isaiah Bryant. He averages about 22 and a half.
That's one of the few kicks that had returned that has gotten beyond the 25-yard line by the Memphis special teams. I think kicking that football is like kicking a cold rock in this cold weather out here, and the temperature's so hot, so cold, and the air so heavy, the ball's just not going anywhere.
10-7 Tigers, 7:23 to go. Navy right hash at their own 28-yard line. 2 split left, everybody else bunched in. Here's a give to Teska. He meets a wall of blue right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Amarion Cooper, coming from his cornerback position on the left side, looking like a blitzer, read that all the way. As soon as the ball was snapped, went straight after the fullback, the first option on the play, and that was the one who had the football, and he went down.
And Sam Brumfield helped him out there, too. Brumfield all over this field. He's number 1 tackler, tackles for loss, and sacks. He's got 4 tackles already in this game. He's had double-digit tackles in several games. 2 left, 1 right. H-back on the right side. It's Chapman in motion. Here's Horvath. He's going to pass under pressure. Dumps it off right side. Incomplete at the 41-yard line. He had Heidenreich wide open. That's a break. He missed him.
That was good pressure, though, up front by Memphis to get through and make him loft it a little bit more than he wanted to. If it's a straight line shot, that was probably a completed pass, but a good pass rush by the guys up front for Memphis.
He actually had Jordan Collins over there as well, too. Both missed. 6:37 to go. Here's what you want with Navy. 3rd down and 10. Betcha there's going to be a blitz in here somewhere. They go conventional. 2 left, 1 right with an H-back on the right side. Horvath in a shotgun. Tigers load the box. Here's the snap. Horvath under pressure. Running to his right. Lets it go. Deep right side. Looking Heidenreich. He makes the catch in double coverage at the Tiger 30-yard line. Somehow, some way, there's a flag, and the Tigers are looking, well, I think they're asking for medical help. Heidenreich went down. DeMarco Ward was over there, and he's claiming he got the ball. Tigers say it's their ball. I thought Heidenreich got it.
Pass interference. Defense, number 31.
So that is going to be pass interference. Now that's not a spot. Why are they putting the ball way down there?
They declined the penalty.
Oh, so Heidenreich did make the catch. It was pass interference on on DeMarco Ward. What a catch by Heidenreich.
That was just it was a tremendous throw, and then, they were chicken fighting all the way down the field.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much wrong on the play. It just, he just somehow found out a way to catch it. That's Eli Heidenreich.
Good for 46. Here's the snap. A fake to Chapman. Horvath's going to run. He's got room to the 20. Makes a man miss 15, 10, 5, and he's brought back with a game-saving tackle by DeMarco Ward. Man, I am telling you, Horvath just makes plays. He made that pass to Heidenreich. He made a great catch. Now he goes 22, first on the goal, 5-yard line. Here's the snap. Horvath gives it to Teska, and he gets racked at the 3. Pick up a 2, second and goal from there. 5:41 to go in the half. Memphis' lead, 10-7 for the moment. Horvath, by the way, has gone over 1,000 yards rushing now with that carry.
Yeah, he only needed 14 coming into this game. I think he's over 1,000 rushing and passing in the season. That is amazing.
Oh, yeah. Well, he came in with 1,290, so he's over 1,300 now. He's lined up under center. Teska's the deep man. Here's the snap back to Teska. Between the left guard. He's got to the 2, the 1. He's in. 5:13 to go. Navy regains the lead. 13-10. Horvath with a great run on this series. And Horvath with a great pass to the great Eli Heidenreich. And there's the difference in how they've come back. That is 6 plays, 72 yards. 2:10 off the clock, so they make an answer with 5:13 to go in the half.
Yeah, that was just good football, and that was just a great play, great pass and catch by a great team. Great play.
Nathan Kirkwood, the extra point. On the way, it's good, and they have the answer.
Man, you can't play that any better than DeMarco Ward did, but going back to the pass that Heidenreich threw, they crab blocked everybody on the Tiger defensive front and took everybody down, allowing Blake Horvath time to get outside and throw. It looked like he was throwing the ball away, but he got it up the seam, up the sideline rather, and Heidenreich staying with the defender all over and made the catch.
Bottom line is, the ball was a up for grabs throw.
Yeah,
and Heidenreich absolutely made the play over DeMarco Ward.
Yeah.
It's all brought to you by Toyota. See your Memphis area Toyota dealers for the trail-dominating new Toyota Tacoma. More powerful, more capable, more efficient than ever before with its available iForce Max hybrid engine. Toyota. Let's go places. We take the break. Back in a minute. It's Memphis' turn. They're down again by 4. 14-10 Navy. 5:13 to go first half on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
You or someone you know or care about has dealt with a difficult divorce. When facing divorce, you need the attorneys at Rice Law. Nick and Larry Rice lead the firm with 3 generations and 7 decades of experience. Located in Memphis, serving the entire state of Tennessee and North Mississippi. Rice Law is who you need to call. Simple or difficult divorce, they know how to handle it. Call Rice Law at 901-526-6701, or for more information, visit them at aboutdivorce.com. That's aboutdivorce.com.
Did you know air pollution triggers asthma?
No, I didn't know that. Wait, my son has asthma. What can we do to help clean our air?
It's easy. Just taking a few simple actions can reduce air pollution. Like stop at the click when pumping gas, don't idle your car over 1 minute, and share in the ride when commuting.
That is easy and helpful information.
To learn more, visit shelbytnhealth.com.
Big plays, offensive and defensive, and at the moment with 5:13 to go in the half, it's Navy on top of our Tigers 14-10. Planning to drink, many of us have over the holidays. Don't plan to drive. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office, they remind you, fans, don't let fans drive drunk. I see heat lamps on the other side where some of the more expensive seats might be. I think it's a pretty good crowd for cold Thursday Turkey Day. I'm impressed, Greg Gasson. What does it look like down there on the sideline?
Well, I'm impressed as well. I know it's not going to be some huge number, but I got to be honest with you. I expected a lower crowd with it being Thanksgiving, as you mentioned. Students are out on break. You have a lot of folks who probably don't want to go out, leave the comfort of home when it is cold. And it's cold out here, but they've come prepared. They're bundled up. They got their blankets, their heavy jackets on. And I'm telling you, this is a really, really impressive crowd. Of course, I think a lot of people love this rivalry between Memphis and Navy, the pomp and circumstance with Navy, what happens after the game, and the song that is sung to their fans. And I just think it's a great rivalry that has been building now for a number of years between these two. But kudos to the fans for coming out tonight.
The thing about it is, and I hope the trend continues, this has been a home field rivalry. The home team usually wins the game, other than the very first game played back in 2015 when Navy came down here and won. But after that, it's been everybody that's won on their own home field. So let's hope it turns out again that way today.
Smith and DeWosier are back deep. Here's the run-up, and the kick from Navy is short.
Nobody's kicking.
And here's DeWosier. He's going to take it at the 15 to the 20. Cuts toward the middle, trying to get around the end. 25, and he's caught. Actually retreated to the 23, got caught there. He just doesn't have the burst he had earlier in the year. That'll be a gain of only about 7 yards.
Yeah, I think, that, and remember, he's going to have surgery on that broken foot after the season. You talk about the warrior mentality. Oh, yeah. He's been playing on that thing all year.
I can't imagine it.
I can't either.
I've seen pro athletes with grade 1 calf strains out for weeks.
Are you trying to
and this guy's got a broken foot. Here's Sutton Smith. He's to the left of Brendan Lewis. The defense from Navy shifts left to right. Here's the snap, and on a read, they give it to Sutton. Sutton's got room across the 30 to the 31-yard line. He almost broke that. He's going to get 8 on that play. 2nd down and 2, under 5 to go. Here in the first half, 14-10 Navy. And the Tigers now have the ball at their own 31.
Plenty enough time on the clock to run the ball, get your out passes, and keep the chains moving, get yourself in position to get in the end zone. This Tiger offense has been running pretty smoothly so far under Brendan Lewis.
Graham and Hawkins split to the left side, and H-back Adcock moves to the left side in motion. Here's the snap. It's again to Sutton. He breaks the tackle, gets the first down across the 35 to the 38-yard line. Another 7-yard burst by Sutton Smith.
Yep, Sutton's running well right now, and he's getting good blocking up front by the Tigers. 4:15 to go in this first half. Tigers trailing the Midshipmen of Navy 14-10 right here on a cold night in Memphis at the center.
Sutton now 5 rushes, 20 yards. Trips left side, 1 man right. Sutton's to the right of Lewis. They send Adcock in motion. Here's the snap and a play fake. Here's Lewis under pressure, going to run to his left. He's going to keep it to the 40. Down he goes. It'll only be a pickup of 2, so it will set up a 2nd down and 8. For a minute, I thought that was really going to burst forward. We got a flag, though, where you'd get a hold.
Oh, that's tough.
That is on Yakiri Walker, the center. So now the Tigers with their second penalty. This one for 10 yards, though.
Been a fairly penalty-free team. You expect Navy to be disciplined and not get a lot of flags. The Tigers, under Silverfield, have been one of the least penalized teams in the country during his tenure.
So 1st and 20, now at the 28-yard line. Lewis in a shotgun. We got movements, and it's going to be a procedure on the Tigers.
Big breed. 61, Chris Adams.
That's Chris Adams. Yeah, that's the one thing Adams, he's an all-conference left tackle, but he's got more pre-snap penalties than any Tiger offensive lineman this year.
And big Malachi Breland moved also. They're both on the same side. I wonder if they were just kind of doing like the old Dallas Cowboy shift, the way they got up and got back down.
Here's the snap, and Lewis has 2 left, 2 right, under pressure, lets it go. He's got his running back underneath. He makes the catch and gets to the 26-yard line, about a pickup of 3. It's going to be 2nd down and long. Luke Paris, their 3rd leading tackler at outside linebacker. He's from Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida. He ended up making that tackle. That's his 2nd in a row, by the way. So here's 2nd down, 22 at the 26.
22 yards to go. Just work the sticks, work the sidelines, get the ball up the field. Don't need it all at once.
Trips left, 1 to the right side. Navy's going to blitz. Now they back off. Here's the snap. Lewis with time, steps up, right sideline throw. Has a man. He's knocked out of bounds near the 34. Yes. There's a late hit. Cortez Bram made the catch. Giuseppe Sessi, their captain, safety, threw him into the Tiger bench when he was already out of bounds and drew the flag. That could be an automatic first down. It's a pick of a 6. Let's see what Charles
After the
Lafontaine
play was
says.
over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness defense, number 16. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Stephen Jenkins with the perfect spot on that. Automatic first down, move the ball to the 49. 2:42 to go. First half, Tigers have 2-minute timeout and all 3 timeouts. They trail 14-10, but they're on the move.
Giuseppe Sessi, I don't know what he was thinking. He didn't argue. He knew he did wrong. He had made the tackle, but then he was a little bit extra in the sauce after the play.
Dozier in it. Running back shifts from left to right. Here's the snap. They give it to Greg. Not much room. Got to the 50-yard line, and there was nothing there. The Tiger offensive line totally stymied by Navy. I think it was Landon Robinson, their big nose guard, who just filled the gap.
I think the flanks are open for Memphis. If they could just get the ball out to Bussey and Kluse and Graham and company, because they've been open on quick passes.
Kluse split to the right side, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Here's the delayed blitz and a throw right side, and a catch is made at the Navy 38-yard line. That's going to move the sticks. That was a beautiful throw to Brady Kluse. That's his second first down catch, good for 12 yards, just like his number. And there is your 2-minute timeout. The Tigers have now outgained the Cadets 147 to 141. That was the 10th first down in this ballgame. 1:54 to go. The timeout has been made. Tigers still have 3 in their pockets. They trail Navy 14-10, but they're on the move on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Charlie's battery is struggling to start. Not ideal before the tailgate, so he goes to AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone,
where a friendly AutoZoner tests his battery for free. Looks like he needs a new one, so he gets a Duralast battery.
have fun and stay warm.
And he makes it to the tailgate early enough to get his favorite spot. Free battery testing and charging. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Give up gutter cleaning for good. Get protection for your home from storms and long, hot, muggy summers in Memphis with LeafGuard, a proud partner of the Memphis Tigers. No clogging, no cleaning, no leaking, no water damage. Perfect fit, pull free. Receive a $50 Visa card with a free in-home estimate and get 75% off installation, plus $200 off. Find out more about the revolutionary LeafGuard system and how it can protect your home by visiting LeafGuard.com or calling 901-546-2200.
Memphis plays Navy. It's usually a dandy. We got a good one here. 1:54 to go first half. The Tigers trail the Midshipmen 14-10, but the Tigers are on the move. They, I think, are in the midst of about their 6th play of this drive. They moved it 39 yards. They've taken 3:13 off the clock, trying to once again answer. They've got 1st and 10 at the Navy 38, and it's all brought to you by Tiger Hotel Partners, including 4 Points by Sheridan in the Memphis East. Whether you want a staycation, maybe you have a family and friends coming in for a visit, support your local Tiger partners like the 4 Points by Sheridan.
Tigers are moving the football against the Navy right now, and I think Memphis can outflank Navy, if I can use that term. I think the Tiger receivers on the outside are better than Navy's corners, especially if they go to quick throws. We've seen them beat them downfield on the long ones, but Brendan Lewis has missed 2 bombs in this game, but he's been very accurate on the out throws and the quick throws up the seam, the quick 2-step drop and let it go so the pressure doesn't get to him and the ball is right there. If Memphis keeps doing that, I think they'll have success getting it to the end zone.
This is a little opposite of what normally happens. The Tigers have outgained Navy 159-41. They've got 10 first downs to 6. Time of possession 13:42 and going up to 11:05. That's the opposite of what you normally would see. Both, by the way, are plus 4 minutes in time of possession. But Navy's had the bigger explosive plays, and that's been their story this year.
The Tigers have missed 2 explosive plays, especially on that first 2 drives, and Navy has hit 2 on a couple of drives.
Navy had 360-plus explosive plays last week against USF.
Yeah, and they hit, how many explosive plays did they have? 5 against the Tigers last year up in Annapolis. So they're used to hitting big plays against everybody.
So we're just about set as television. And the red cap coming to the sideline, trips to the left side. Everybody else bunched in. Smith to the right of Lewis, 4 in the box for Navy. Now Sutton goes in motion, then comes back. Here's the snap. Quick throw, left side. And it is incomplete.
Well,
that was knocked down that time by Julian Montame. And that was dangerous. I thought for a second it might get picked. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Navy 38.
Tigers had a screen set up, but it was blighted down at the line of scrimmage.
Trips left, 1 to the right side. Smith stays into the right of Lewis. He claps. He almost got him to jump. Here's the snap. Big pressure. Throwing right side. Looking at end zone. And it's tipped and caught. Touchdown Memphis. The ball was tipped. And somehow the Tigers and Cortez Graham able to make the play.
Defense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
So it was a free play. Graham knew to go deep. Lewis found him. It was tipped. Graham got it. 38 yards later, the Tigers take the lead with the Wolf Chase Toyota Tiger touchdown. Graham with great concentration. That ball got tipped in the air by Justin Ross, and somehow Graham comes up with a huge touchdown. That's his 8th this year. Here's the extra point from Spedick. Kick on the way. It's good. And it's 17-14. U of M. 8 plays, 77 yards, 3:24 off the clock. But Jarvo, there's 1:43 to go.
Oh, yeah. With Eli Heinreich and Blake Corbath out there, Chatelain, you never know what Navy's going to do. Their offense is so crazy. But the Tigers have the lead now, 17-14, 1:43 left in the first.
And we take a quick break. Stick around for the final 1:43 of this half. 17-14, U of M on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Tiger fans, are you hungry? Grab great food and drinks at these Tiger restaurant partners or use them to cater your next event. Patrick's Neighborhood Bar and Patio, Wild Beet Salad Company, Stacks Kitchen, Rotolo's Craft and Crust, Taziki's Mediterranean Cafe, Char Restaurant, Huey's, Blue City Cafe, Salad Station, Owner's Box, Old Dominic Distillery, and the Arcade Restaurant. Eat and drink local with your Tiger restaurant partners.
State Farm agents Therese Wilson, Steve Womack, Michael Wiseman, Colin Vickery, and Joe Saria are on the sidelines this 2025 exciting Tiger football season, looking out for you and your family at home or on the go. These local agents are proud to support your hometown Memphis Tigers. That's State Farm agents Therese Wilson, Steve Womack, Michael Wiseman, Colin Vickery, and Joe Saria on the sidelines here in Memphis to support your Memphis Tigers. If you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
What a game here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. The Tigers regain the lead 17-14 over the midshipmen of Navy with the 38-yard bomb that Lewis hit Cortez Brain with. He goes over 2,500 yards passing. He's also run for over 600 yards. What a combination. What a great senior year for Brendan Lewis. Greg Gaston?
And Wolo, what a year it's been for Cortez Graham. Where would this team be without him, the former teammate of Lewis at Nevada? What concentration after Justin Ross tipped that pass. He was able to haul that in. All you need is 1 foot in college. He got both of them in anyway for the touchdown. But just what a smart play by a veteran quarterback who knew he had a free play after Navy jumped. They took advantage of it, but again, great concentration by Cortez Bryan to give the Tigers the lead.
And they were running together down the field. Both of them looked back for the quarterback, looked back for the ball at the same time. The defensive back got his first hands on it, but couldn't pull it in, batted it up in the air, and Graham I think that's going to get him into the shield, folks. It depends on his 40 time and maybe some other intangibles, but I think he's big enough, I think he's fast enough, and we know that he's got the concentration to make catches to play at the next level. But great play, pitch and catch by Brendan Lewis and Cortez Bryan.
Lewis now 155 total yards. The U of M with 197. Graham's got 2 catches, 46 yards, and, of course, that big TD. So here comes Spedick to kick it off. And back deep is Isaiah Bryant, who just had a very good return. Let's see if Spedick can get it to the end zone. Here's the kick, end over end, and this one will get into the end zone, 6 yards deep, and out it goes. So we got a touchback that time. And Navy will get it 1st and 10 at their own 25. Let's not forget, Tigers won the toss. They took the ball, so Navy's going to get the ball to start the second half. Smart thing here would be to shut them down right now.
Oh, definitely. I remember last year up at Annapolis, Blake Horvath on the first play after a kickoff went 80-some-odd yards for a touchdown to basically put Navy in front and make the Tigers have to make catch-up at the end of the game. And they couldn't finally pull it off, but he is very, very tricky and gifted with the football back there at quarterback.
Horvath has Chapman in next to him, along with Heidenreich. They got one receiver left and right. It's a shotgun look for Blake. Now, here's the option to the right side. Horvath pitches. He's got Chapman, and Chapman is hit and knocked down right at the 26-yard line. Drew Watts got him. He only got one, and the clock is ticking with a minute and a half to go.
Tigers did a really, really good job stringing that play out. Omari Cooper finally getting the tackle on Chapman there. Chapman's very shifty and very speedy, and Horvath's a magician with the football, but good defense.
Second down and 9 at the 26-yard line. Chapman goes in motion. Here's the snap of the play fake. Under pressure. Horvath hit as he lets it go. Ball's in the air and incomplete at the Tiger 35-yard line. Wow. Blake Horvath, while hit, threw that ball a mile and a half. Jeremiah Jordan broke it up. Luke Hutchison and he were in a foot race.
Yeah, they definitely were, and that was Jeremiah Jordan. That was great coverage. He was right there with him, comes over the back to make sure that he doesn't touch the ball, and also did it without interfering with the receiver. Great play by Jeremiah Jordan. What a throw, though, by Horvath under great duress from the Tiger defense.
So here's 3rd and 9, and they are 3 of 5 in third down conversions. The Tigers rushing only 3. Now here comes a 4th.
Up the seam again.
On 3rd and 9. Now the Tigers are going to blitz. Here's the snap. And here's the blitz. Horvath running for his life to the right. Throws it away. He actually hit a Tiger in the knee as he was throwing it. And that'll be 4th down. Now they're talking. That may be intentional grounding.
I think so, too. He should have thrown it just...
they did throw a flag right at the 12-yard line.
He should have just thrown it into the Navy bench instead of throwing it at the ground. He threw it at the feet of 2 Tigers. There was nobody over there anyway, so
that's a loss of down, and that'll back it up. And the Tigers have 3 timeouts left with a 1:02 to go. Navy brings their punter on.
Offense number 11. Squad foul and loss of down. This foul requires a 10-second run-up. However, Memphis has declined a 10-second run-up.
Yeah, shoot, yeah.
Clock is correct. It's 4th down.
So 4th down. They put it down where he grounded it. It's back at the 13-yard line. It's 4th and 22. Sutton Smith is standing at his own 47. How about a return here?
That's one of the few mistakes you'll see Horvath make. He's very intelligent. At that time, he threw it in the ground.
So from his end zone, here's Carlson. Gets the punt away. Sutton's going to return it. Catches it to 45. Goes to his right. Shoots. Almost knocked down, stands up, gets knocked down right at the 45. That's great special teams coverage. Navy's got some of the best special teams coverage I've seen. That's a 42-yard kick, 0 on the return, 51 seconds left. We got another flag.
And Sutton Smith...
and they're looking over at Memphis, so this is going to be on Navy.
Sutton Smith went off the field kind of holding his right hand.
Silverfield is in the face of the side judge. He's upset about something, and now they're getting communication here. The side judge talking to him, Lamartina. The referee, the white cap, is looking over, and they're bringing this thing down. I think they're going to make him repunt it.
Kick it again.
Yeah.
Sutton Smith ran off the field.
Offense number 0.
Okay.
After distance to the goal. 4th down.
So now they're going to kick it near the 7.
Well, let's hope Sutton Smith is okay, because he kind of went off the field holding his right hamstring a little bit. If you get any kind of kick. Now, this kid was kicking at 60-some-odd yards in the pregame when they were out here warming it up. So even a really good kick, you'll get good field position.
Now he's back at the back of the end zone, about 2 yards from the back line.
Standing on the end, back in the
Sutton standing on the Navy 45. Here's the snap. Here's the pressure. Kicks away. And Sutton's backed up to the 45 again. Cuts to the near sideline 50. Runs out of bounds at the Navy 49-yard line.
Well, it's positive yardage. You're on the positive side of the 50 with 42 seconds left.
Well, but you did lose 10 seconds on that punt. You've got 3 timeouts. How about just getting to Spedic territory?
Yeah. That I'll take that. There's no wind right now at all. The flags are just hanging limb dead there in the north end zone. So you got plenty of time to work the sidelines, maybe run it or two. You got all your timeouts left, right? You got all your timeouts left, so you can do what you want to do. And Brian Silverfield's offensive have been very good. Tim Cramsey, the offensive coordinator here in low time
it's
limits.
On the 50 with 42 seconds left. Smith in the game, starts to his left. Here's the snap. They throw him. He was in motion. He goes to the right side, makes the catch. Gets to the 50, to the 45-yard line. Tried to get out of bounds, could not. And the Tigers will use up one of their timeouts. It's a pickup of 5 mark. Anthony Parker, their leading tackler, the linebacker, made the stop. 35 seconds left. 2nd and 5 at the Navy 45.
Tigers are really, really good at going to the flanks, and I think they're very good against this Navy team. They can outflank the Navy. They're putting 1 second more on that clock. That may be just enough that the Tigers need, but you never know in a football game how it's going to go. But Tigers now with 2 timeouts left, 36 seconds on the clock. Memphis leads Navy 17-14. And what's been a really, really good ball game here on a very, very cold Thanksgiving night in Memphis, Tennessee.
Tigers have now outgained Navy 202 to 129. Time of possession getting even better, 17-19 to 12:06. If the Tigers could get points in the next 36 seconds, it would be something. Credit the defense for shutting down Navy when they had the ball with 1:42 to go to start that last series. So here is 2nd down and 5. The Wozier's in. The ball is at the 45 of the midshipman right hash. Here's the snap. Lewis to throw. Delayed blitz. And Lewis gets away. Now throws the ball. Wide open at the 35. A first down for the Tigers at the Navy 33. The catch was made by the tight end, Bryce Anderson. 13 yards. Move the chains.
I don't know how he got out of that, but he did. Now the Tigers in field goal range.
And he works quickly. Here's the snap. Under pressure again. Running to his right. Has to throw it. He does. He throws it away. Into the crowd, really into the cheerleaders near the 15-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 18 seconds to go. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers at the Navy 32.
You think Greg Gaston could have made that catch over there with the cheerleaders?
Oh, my man's an athlete. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, all 5'8" of them jump up there on one of the cheerleaders' shoulders and make that grab. But it's a smart play by the quarterback, Brendan Lewis, to throw the ball away. Nothing there. You have the ball. You've got a little bit of clock. Throw it away. Play another down.
Frank Peason in at running back. He's a good blocker. Trips left, one right. They give it to Peason right up the hash. He's got big room, 20. Breaks a tackle. Still on his feet. Inside the 15 to the 13-yard line.
And a timeout to stop the change with 12 seconds left. Tigers on the move. Frank Peason runs angry when he gets the football. And if the Tigers burn another timeout, they could here.
So they use their second. They've got one more. Peason with a great 18-yard scamper, and the ball sitting at the 13-yard line. Clearly in Gianni Spedic territory. Now you really have, with 12 seconds left, probably 2 good shots at the end zone, and then the Spedic kick if you don't get it.
Yeah, that's right. You got 2 good plays here, maybe 3, and you don't risk another run here, I don't think, or you could if you run a draw or a quarterback draw. You think they may not be expecting it, but now it's the Navy defense that's back on its heels. The Tigers are in control right now with the lead and the football, and the clock running out at the end of the first half. 17-14 Memphis, with 12 seconds on the clock.
So they're going to put it down on the right hash on the 13-yard line.
Tough run by Frank Peason, bro. That was a tough run.
Sutton Smith at running back, and Bryce Anderson is now an H-back who goes in motion left side. Here's the snap. Here's pressure. They throw it underneath Sutton. Sutton at the 20. Jukes. Sutton gets right back to the line of scrimmage. He's down to 5 seconds. The Tigers will use their last timeout, and they're going to bring in Spettick.
Takes their third and final charge timeout of the half. This is a 30-second timeout.
So you're still going to get points theoretically. So that ball is sitting at the inside the 13 on the left hash.
Oh, we have to say that Gianni Spettick is up for the, what's the Grozer Award? He's up for the Lou Grozer Award.
He kicked a 31-yarder earlier in the game, and that's exactly what he's going to get here, another 31-yard attempt.
Now, this is on the left hash. He's a right-footed kicker, I believe, so this should be right in his wheelhouse.
Well, on the year, he's 5 of 5 now from this position. And on the year, he's been a brilliant 15 of 18.
That's why he's a Grozer Award. That's why he's on the list for the Grozer Award.
So it is the left hash. It is the 21. It'll be a 31-yard field goal attempt. It'll be long snap by Jonathan Zarut. Gillis will put it down. Snap on the money. Gillis puts it down, leg through, no good. He missed it left.
Navy celebrates like they've won the Super Bowl. That's tough.
And the clock comes to an end. Well, the Tigers did a good job of moving it.
The half is not over. The half is not over.
Oh, wow.
Well, we got 1 second. Can't be more than 1 second.
The clock on the scoreboard says 0.
The clock operator, please put 1 second on the clock.
Wow.
1 second.
Hey, maybe we get to try the field goal again. No, but I don't know. I don't know if that was wide left or was it wide right?
Here's the replay. I wasn't sure, but I thought that thing was hooking. Greg, let's take a look here. We'll get a better look. Yeah, it's left.
Yeah, it hooked
and he
to
missed
the left.
that right off the bat.
Yeah, it hooked to the left. It never did get to the middle, and he didn't hit it very good. I mean, it was a good kick as far as high enough and long enough.
But you
never did curl.
You bring up a good point. He may be more comfortable on the right hash because he's a right-footed kicker.
Yeah, that ball just stayed straight. It didn't.
What will Navy do here? Do they take a knee? They're going to get the ball to start the second half. They just escaped.
They're going to take a knee. They got Texa back in the defensive position.
Yeah,
so
and they got Horvath under center, so this will be snap, knee, end of half, and there it is. That's exactly what they did. So the Tigers will have to settle for a 3-point lead at the break, 17-14. Memphis did a lot of good things in this half. They have 235 yards, so they outgained Navy by over 100 yards. They had 128, and Greg's with the head football coach.
Coach, I know you hate leaving points on the field. Good, strong finish, the touchdown on the free play, missed the field goal. How do you feel your offense performed in the first half?
Missed too many explosives, and the protection was poor, so not good enough. We left a lot of plays out there.
Defensively, less than 130 yards. They got a couple of explosives on you, but that's going to happen against this Navy team. But overall, your thoughts on your defense?
They're doing a solid job stopping the run. We're giving up explosive passes. It's the story of the season so far. We've got to be able to eliminate that.
All right, best of luck in the second half.
Thank you. Go Tigers.
There you go, Wallo.
There you go. Not happy with giving up explosives. Left too many plays out there offensively. Hard to argue.
Yeah.
But the good news is you gained them by over 100 yards, and you lead it by 3, a field goal, 17-14.
Yeah, and that's the job you wanted to get done. Navy hit you in the mouth a couple of times, but you hit them back, and you had enough hits to get the lead of 17-13 here going into the second half. So we'll see if Navy gets the ball to start the game. We'll see how the Tiger defense, if they can come back and strike some more blows like they did in the first half.
Jeff Brightwell, Russell Copeland, they got your halftime show. It's coming your way in a minute. The Tigers at the break over Navy by a field goal on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
We all make plans for the future, like car accidents, break-ins, and unexpected fires can disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design insurance plans that work for you and help protect what matters most. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Dylan Farrow, Tracy Napier, or Josh Wilson in South Haven today.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. To help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey guys, are you tired of the bathroom breaks ruining your game day? Does your prostate think it's an overtime? Get back in the game with the VIP Prostate Team. Do you feel like your prostate is calling the shots these days? BPH happens to all of us at some point, but that doesn't mean you have to sit out the game. Our team of doctors can treat BPH and keep you in the game until the final whistle. Call 901-747-1007 or visit VIPprostate.com. Go Tigers, go!
Welcome to the Memphis Tigers halftime show. Here's Jeff Brightwell.
And the half at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. The Tigers leading Navy 17-14. Tiger fans looking to expand your retail brand just across the bridge from Memphis. Marion, Arkansas, booming with opportunity, high traffic, strong demographics, and over $137 million in retail demand waiting to be met. Build your next location in Marion, where Memphis meets momentum. Learn more at marionar.org. We are just past the top of the hour. We need to let our stations along the network have an opportunity to identify themselves. Let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station ID as you listen to Memphis football.
WKIM Munford. The Memphis Tigers. News Talk 98.9. The roar of Memphis. A Cumulus Media station.
Again, a 17-14 Memphis lead at the half. I'm Jeff Brightwell alongside Russell Copeland. Russell, your thoughts? I'm sure they'll echo what Ryan Summerfield had to say. Solid, but had a lot of opportunities left out there.
I think the first half has been a seesaw battle. When you look at early on in the first half, I think Navy had the momentum because they were able to capitalize on explosive plays. I think the defensive line did a really good job of the mesh point. The linebackers did an excellent job of not allowing the running game to beat them. But in the passing game, explosive plays. I think early on, missed two deep post to Jamari Hawkins. I think Brendan Lewis had to settle down. But all in all, 17-14, you would like to see them capitalize at the end of the half and make a field goal, perhaps get in the end zone. But they are doing very well despite the slow start.
Tigers have done a nice job, 101 yards on the ground. They're spreading it around. Lewis with 33, Smith with 25, Peasant with 24, Rosier with 19. So you don't have that big feature back maybe with 80 yards. But all four have evened it out for 101 yards.
I think what Brendan Lewis has been able to do, when you look at the blitz, Navy is blitzing from the secondary, and I think early on in the first quarter, that was able to get him on some sacks. I think him running the football opened some things up for the other running backs as well.
17-14, the Tigers have the lead through one half of play. Family owned and operated since 1982. Billy Hardwick's is the premier bowling destination, located in the heart of East Memphis, located at 1576 South White Station Road, open 7 days a week. Billy Hardwick's is the perfect spot for your corporate outing with great food and a full bar. Billy Hardwick's is perfect for entertaining clients and employee appreciation outings. Proud partner of the Tigers in your home for family fun. 17-14, Tigers of the half. Back to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in just a moment on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Spencer here with ATC Fitness. We are pumped up for another great year of Tiger football. ATC Fitness has incredible cardio to offer with individual viewing screens on each machine, as well as multiple big screens throughout the rest of the gym, so you won't miss a bit of the action on those away games. ATC Fitness continues to be the Mid-South's #1 choice for fitness. Join online today at atcfitness.com, the official tanning and fitness provider of the Memphis Palm Squad and Cheer Squad. Exercise your right to look good, and go Tigers.
Bartlett Home Furnishings is proud to sponsor Memphis Tigers football this season. They have been family owned and operated here in Memphis since 1974. They sell the best brands in the industry, including Stickley and Stressless. Go check them out at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or online at bartletthomefurnishingsmemphis.com. True Blue Tiger supporters, Bartlett Home Furnishings is the only furniture store you'll ever need.
Hey Tiger fans, looking for a simple way to enjoy some Chick-fil-A chicken? Download the Chick-fil-A app and order your favorites ahead of time. Not only will you save time, with every qualifying purchase, you'll receive points towards tasty rewards. Download the Chick-fil-A app today and spend less time ordering and more time enjoying. Go Tigers, go!
Cooling or heating system on the fritz? Dripping faucet? Call the pros at Conway Services today and we'll waive the service call fee with any HVAC or plumbing repair. Expert technicians available 7 days a week. Call 384-3511 to schedule your appointment. Visit conwayservices.com for details, terms, and conditions. Lesson number 64210, 64365 EAS, MS 19688.
Call 384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Memphis. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
17-14 at the half. The Memphis Tigers lead at Navy through one half of play on senior night, final regular season game of the year. Memphis out gaining Navy 235 to 128, 134 to 82 in the year, 101 to 46 on the ground. 5 penalties for 35 yards for Navy, 3 for 20 for the Memphis Tigers. Russell, a number you always pay close attention to. Navy 3 of 6 on third downs. Memphis just 1 of 5.
I think offensively the Tigers have to stay out of third and long. I think one thing that Brendan Lewis can do better of is being able to recognize the blitz. Either he's going to have to run away from the blitz or he's going to have to throw to the side where the blitz is coming from. But third down is going to be big in the second half.
Well, red zone conversions tonight. Memphis 2 of 3. The one where they did in the end of the half where you missed the short field goal. We'll see how that plays out the rest of the way.
Well, of course, you would like to see better situational football. Like you're under a minute, so you have your hurry-up offense. Would like to see Sutton Smith be able to get out of bounds. Maybe you have more seconds, but you would like to see the Tigers capitalize before the half.
Meanwhile, a number you don't often see when anyone plays the Naval Academy, maybe except for Army or Air Force and another option team. Time of possession, 17:53 for the Tigers, 12:07 for Navy.
I think the difference is that you did see some explosive plays out of Navy, in particular in the passing game. Usually you do not see that out of Navy. But I think, Jeff, all in all, 17-14, the Tigers are ahead. You have to make your adjustments. I think the main thing in the second half, you cannot get beaten by explosive plays from Navy.
One thing the defense is doing a decent job of keeping the ball out of Blake Horvath, letting him beat you. He's 4 for 7, efficient there for 82 yards. He's had just 4 carries for 15 yards so far, but you got to realize there's a whole half of football left to be played.
Well, you have to continue to do what you've done well in the first half, and I think it starts with the front line. I think they've done an excellent job at the mesh point in between the center and the gap, so you're not allowing anything to get you up the middle. But in the secondary, the safeties and linebackers have done a tremendous job, but you have to continue not to give up the passing plays that has hurt this Tiger team all year.
Tiger fans, Cooper's is the official post-game party spot for the Tigers. Celebrate every Tiger win at Cooper's in Midtown. Cooper's the spot to be for the ultimate game day experience of $3 domestic beers 2 hours before and after every Tiger football game. TV's in view from every seat. Enjoy a world-famous burger while listening to live music after the game and hang out at one of the best patios in town. Cooper's, proud to support Tiger football. Memphis leads at 17-14 at the half. Back to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in a moment on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
What if, instead of choosing between a big bank or a small bank, you could choose one bank that's the best of both? That's First Horizon, with big bank reliability and small bank resolve. You get 160 years of financial strength and stability and an enduring commitment to personal service. When the best of big meets the best of small, you get it all. to help you on the road to your horizon. First Horizon Bank. Visit firsthorizon.com/getitall.
Picture it. Your holiday table, the family cooking together, the scent of golden brown bread, rosemary from roasted potatoes, and a salad so crisp it snaps, spiced cider in every glass, laughter around every plate. At Kroger, we know these moments matter, and we make it easier to bring them to life with quality that's affordable in every aisle. This season, don't just host, make every moment unforgettable. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
At Papa John's, we start with better. No, seriously, every original crust pizza starts with our signature dough that's always fresh, never frozen, hand-tossed, and made with 6 simple ingredients. And now, our dough can save you dough when you order from the Papa Pairings menu. Pair a medium one-topping pizza with one or more of your Papa Pairings favorites for just $6.99 each. How about that for better? Order now on the app, only at Papa John's.
17-14 Memphis Tigers and the lead. Guys, you tired of the bathroom breaks ruining your game day? Does your prostate think it's in overtime? Get back in the game with the VIP prostate team. The team of doctors can treat BPH and keep you in the game until the final whistle. Call Vascular Interventional Physicians at 901-747-1007. Visit VIPprostate.com. All right, let's take a little bit deeper look in here, Russell, at this opening half of play. Right now, Lewis, 14 of 20, 134 yards, a couple of touchdowns so far. He's been able to hit 7 different receivers.
Well, it's really a great job of Cortez Bram being able to concentrate and get the touchdown on the deep one. I would like to see the Tigers in the second half be able to dial up more explosive plays. You had 2 opportunities in the first half. I think if there's an area of emphasis to exploit, it's going to be the secondary for Navy.
Navy's only been able to run 26 plays due to the Tigers being able to control the ball. Horvath, 4 of 7, 82 yards, the touchdown. He's hit 4 different receivers. That's about usual for Navy, so that's not exactly a low number. They're still a running team, even though Horvath can throw. 5 different rushers, though, including Horvath. You'll see that in the option. Usually when you play a team like Navy or Army, they'll have more guys that actually run the ball than catch the ball.
Well, that's the staple of the offense. You have a lot of candy, you have a lot of motions, and you hand the football off in different directions, misdirections. But I think when you look at the Tigers in the half, I think they've been a great second-half team as far as making adjustments, continue to do that. Get this Navy football team in 3rd and long, win on the early downs.
Both teams, 2 tackles for loss, both teams with 1 sack. One thing we've not seen from either team that will be key now with just 30 minutes left in this game and in the regular season for the Tigers at least is a turnover, and right now that just gets magnified as the game goes along.
Absolutely. I think the Tigers have really done a good job in the second half of being able to create the turnovers. I think offensively you have to hold on to it, but whoever wins this turnover battle probably is going to win this game in this half.
You've seen some things on the punts tonight, at least on the punt return team for the Tigers. I know listening to you up here while it's happened, even though Navy's got a really good coverage team, I mean, it appears that Sutton, a move here or there, could find a seam.
I think there's an opportunity for Sutton Smith because when you look at the punt team for Navy, good coverage team, but they usually outkick their coverage. And Sutton Smith is the type of returner that's dangerous. You give him a couple of, room to run, I think he can make something happen.
Quickly, coming up this weekend, Temple will be at North Texas tomorrow at 2:30. North Texas needs to win that game, especially if Navy rallies here. Navy's going to need some help, but they're going to have to win tonight to stay in contention for the championship. Meanwhile, Saturday, ECU at FAU, UAB at Tulsa, Army at San Antonio, Rice at USF, and a big one, Tulane hosting Charlotte, not because they shouldn't handle business. They are a 30.5-point favorite, but they need to make sure they take care of business and they can find their way into the title game. Quickly, things you need to see here in the first few minutes.
We would like to see the defense, get a stop, get them 3rd and long, get the football back over to the offense. But I would like to see the offense on their first possession go down and score.
All right, we will be here in the stadium for the postgame show. Dave will catch up with the coach and some players. We'll have highlights. Take your text on the Papa John's delivery hotline. We'll recap the game and recap the season and get you ready for what the future may hold, whatever bowl game the Tigers will be in this season. Meanwhile, we'll take our final timeout. The Tigers at the half are on top, 17-14. Dave Willis and Jarvis Square, Greg Gasson out the call of the second half, and we come back on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Hey everybody, this is Coach Penny Hardaway.
Memphis is home to the greatest barbecue and basketball fans in America. I know a thing or two about both, but I want legendary slow-smoked hickory barbecue ribs, lean pulled pork, and by the way, the best hand-breaded farm-raised Delta catfish. I will bring my family into Corky's. If I'm in a hurry and got to get back to the family, friends, or team, I just zip through the drive-thru. Make sure to always check out the daily specials and tell them Penny sent you.
Trucks belong on the road, not in the shop. That's our priority at Tag Truck Center, keeping your truck on the road because we know at the end of the day, the miles matter. Whether you need reliable parts, quick expert service repairs, or unbeatable truck sales, we have a solution for you. Trust Tag Truck Center to keep your truck where it belongs, on the road. Visit our Memphis dealership today at 4450 American Way or call us at 901-345-5633 for parts, service, and sales that keep you moving.
Have a home improvement project but missing the tools you need to pull it off? Whether it's updating a bathroom, building a man cave or she shed, or installing a new garden. At Sunbelt Rentals, we have thousands of tools for rent to help you turn your DIY vision into reality. And with our new curbside service, you can order online and safely pick it up at a nearby location. Visit sunbeltrentals.com to reserve the right tools for your project today.
Tiger fan with the call of the second half. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin.
We get set, final 30 minutes of the 2025 football season. Tigers on top of Navy by a field goal. You kind of wish that Spedek had hit that last one, but
kind of. It would have been great if he would have hit it.
You know, you got to be like a golfer that just missed a 3-footer. You got to forget it and move on to the next hole. Tigers are going to have to kick the ball away. Navy's going to get it first. Stopping here, maybe you score and get a little breathing room, but you just get the feeling, don't you? Memphis, Navy, always comes down to the end.
Always comes down to the end, and you never know. We've seen the magician that Blake Horvath is. That first touchdown that they scored on the underhanded flip pass for, 6 yards for the touchdown that really went about 18. He let it go before the Tigers were even ready. They were in position to make the play, but since he underhand flipped it, nobody was, what? And then there was a guy at the end of the end zone to make the grab. And then he can run, and then he's got other guys that can run. And Heidenreich with that just tremendous catch to take a ball away from DeMarco Ward down the field when it looked like it might be a thrown-away ball. Navy has some great players, great football players. They may not, wow the stats for the NFL or something like that, but they are great football players, and they make plays, and they will get the ball first to start the second half.
They did a good job, the defense did, on Blake Horvath. He was 4 of 7, 82 yards. He ran the ball 4 times, only 15 yards, so you kept this guy under 100 combined yards. That's pretty good against this tricky guy. Did make that great play, had the nice pass that Heidenreich made a great play on, so you tip your cap, but you did a good job. Here's the run-up by Spedek in this kick over the head of Isaiah Bryant into the end zone and just getting across that back line.
Yeah, you could tell he put everything he had into it. It didn't even get up very high in the air. So a cold night makes for a tough night for the kickers.
You say it's like kicking a rock, huh?
Yeah, kicking a rock. If you don't hit it just right, even if you hit it right,
I will say this, the Navy punter has done a pretty good job of kicking the football.
Well, 43 yards is not like we've seen punters average 50 yards against us, but I think it's the same for both sides. The Tigers average 38.5 yards a kick, and Navy's averaging 42.
Left hash, 25-yard line, Horvath in a shotgun. Teska is to his left now. They go under center. They send Chapman in motion. They give it to Teska. Big hole up the middle. He's going to get 10 yards right off the bat. Make it 11. He crossed the 35, got to the 36, right in the middle of the field. He went right behind Cam Nichols, the center. Ben Purvis, the left guard, was also doing a pretty good job of pushing and shoving.
It's all about adjustments at the second half, and Navy may have seen something. Memphis was able to stop that first option, the fullback dive in the first half, and that's the toughest part of the offense for the flex zone.
Everybody in tight. The triple option set up with 2 wings. Here's a give. It's again to Teska, and Teska is met right at the 39-yard line by Poodle Walker. Walker came up, and he made a beautiful stop there.
And you can see how hard these Navy running backs run, but Puda Walker was there just as tough, just as mean to get him on the ground.
Brumfield had 4 tackles in the first half. Bracy Watts and Kamari Wilson each had 3. That's a pickup of 3. It's 2nd down and 7. A minute gone here in the third quarter. Tigers lead 14-7. Navy has the ball, middle of the field at their own 39. They send 2 left and 1 right. Tigers shift their defensive line, bring up a 5th into the box. Here's the snap. It's Horvath handing it off, and Heidenreich trying to find some room, gets across the 40 to about the 44-yard line. Drew Watts with his 4th tackle there. It'll set up a 3rd down and short, 3rd down about 2.
This is where Navy is so dangerous on 3rd and short, and they're close to the middle of the field. They might go for it on 4th down if they don't make it here, but they can also throw the ball on this down on a 3rd and short, about 2 yards.
They go a lot on 4th down. 62% of the time they make it. They got it inside the right hash at the 44. Horvath under center. And they give it to Teska, and he got hit, but he kept the feet going, and he got 3 yards. He only needed 2, middle of the field to the 47. That's extra effort by Alex Teska, the senior fullback, and gets them a 1st down. 2nd one on the drive, and in the game now they've got 7 first downs.
Jexa and Horvath went to the same high school in Pittsburgh, and there's some tough customers up there, coming out of the Alleghenies, and they really play well together at Navy.
Right on the left leg of the M in the Tiger logo. Ball middle of the field, right at the 47-yard line of Navy. They got the triple option set up with the 2 wings. Here's the snap. They give it to Teska off left tackle. He had a big gap, and he gets into Tiger territory at the 48-yard line. That's a pickup of 5. Sam Brumfield with his 5th tackle there.
Yeah, they got 6 on their very first attempt going up the middle with the fullback dive. So they figuring out something at the half against Memphis. And if you can stop that fullback dive, you can stop this offense. The Tigers have not stopped it yet.
At this point, they've gone all triple option look until now. Now they come out with a spread look. 2 receivers right, 1 left. They send Chapman in motion. Here's the snap. Horvath, design keeper. He's going to get the 1st down. He jumps across the 45-yard line in Tiger territory to the 42-yard line. Pick up a 6 and another 1st down.
Horvath at 6'2", 195. He's just a really good athlete, Dave. He can throw the ball. He's an excellent runner, but he's a mastermind at the flex offense.
So here is Navy at the Tiger 42. Once again, middle of the field.
Time for a turnover here, Dave.
And here they go with a triple option look, but 2 receivers that are spread. Heidenreich's an H-back on the right side. Teska is behind Horvath under center. Here's the snap, and he's going to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to keep, and he's going to run out of bounds at the Tiger 38-yard line. Small pickup there. Well, actually, it becomes a medium pickup of almost 4 yards. 2nd and 6.
He's faster than you think when he gets around that sideline. So is Chapman. Texa runs really hard between the tackles and can break one on you. They're all very quick and fast. You think you can catch them, but if you think you can, you better know you can by tackling.
Well, they've had 5 yards on the first down attempt, 6 on the second. That's 4 on this 3rd one here on this opening drive. 3rd quarter. Here's the snap, and they give it to the end around Chapman, and he gets hit in the backfield, lunges forward, gets a yard, maybe 2, to the 36-yard line. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 4.
They just run the clock, they run the ball, and they run, and then all of a sudden they hit you with a big pass. A big 3rd and 4 here. This would be an obvious passing down for most teams, but this could be an option down for Navy.
They are 4 of 7 on 3rd downs. The option look with Heidenreich split wide on the right side. Tigers have him in man-to-man coverage. Horvath goes under center. Here's the snap. It's a give to Teska, and Teska is going to come up short of the 1st down across the 35-yard line to the 33. It's going to set up a 4th down and 1. We said they are 62% of the time successful. The U of M's pretty good at stopping it 53% of the time.
They were 13 of 21 on 4th down coming into this game. Let's see if the Tigers can stop it.
4th down and 1. Tigers crowd the box. Horvath under center. Teska is behind him. Everybody in tight except one receiver to the left side. That ball's on the right hash. Down to 9:23 to go. Here comes the safety up. Tigers really load the box. They do a push, tush, and they get the first down to the 31-yard line. Horvath went right behind his center and the right guard. That's Jake Polito, who's filling in for the injured Hoke Smith. And they get their 10th first down of the game.
Well, the Tigers have an injured offensive lineman, one of the best in the American, and Travis Burke. So both teams coming in with an injured O-lineman, but Navy with the football right now and driving.
Third first down in this drive. Here is the 11th play. Everybody is in tight, triple option look. Horvath under center. Chapman goes in motion. Here's the snap. Under pressure. Horvath hit as he throws, and it goes incomplete at the 15-yard line on the right sideline. Horvath really got smacked as he let it go. Omarion Cooper with the corner blitz, but disrupted the play, but no turnover.
Yeah, no turnover. Couldn't get to the ball. Neither could Navy. Great pattern against the Tigers secondary, but with the blitz coming from the outside, Horvath gets hit as he throws, the ball overthrown.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line. 8:38 to go here in the third. Navy's had the ball the whole third quarter. They split 2 left and 1 right in a shotgun with Teska to the right of the quarterback. Here's the snap, and the quarterback's going to keep and gets to the 30-yard line and gets smacked. Down he goes. He got a yard and a half. That was it. Great defensive pressure by Jalen Bell, the Tiger defensive end. That'll set him a third down and 8.5.
That was Jerry Lawler would be proud of that because that was a takedown on the quarterback. He tried that jump move again to try to jump through a tackle. Brother, that ain't working in Memphis.
13th play of the drive. They've used 7 minutes or just about here in the third.
This is what they do.
They split Nathan Kent to the left side. Everybody else is in tight. Teska's to the left of Horvath. Heinrich's a wing on the right side. Here's the snap. Horvath to throw. Has time. Right sideline. Out of bounds. Incomplete. Oh, no. They're going to say that the receiver was shoved as he was making his cut out of bounds. This is going to be a bad one for the U of M. That looked like
a tough break.
That was a throwaway by Horvath because it was covered, and now they're going to call it on the U of M.
Chauncey Logan with the push.
Tigers are really arguing about this one, but they're going to lose it.
Just pushed him out of bounds on the cut, and there was no way that he could make the... If he comes back in, he's an illegal receiver. So
we never heard the announcement from Charles Lambertino, but...
Tigers got a break on their touchdown at the end of the first half with a pass interference penalty.
It was intended for Teska out of the backfield.
And this time the Tigers get called for a PI.
And it's pass interference. So they're going to put it down at the 20-yard line, right hash. First down and 10, fourth of the drive. Here's the snap, and they give it to Heidenreich. Heidenreich gets 3 to the 17 and no more. Good defense by the U of M. Sam Brumfield was in on that play, and I think Poodle Walker was there as well.
One thing that makes great rivalries, you remember the players for both teams. It's easy to remember the Navy players because they don't transfer, and they have no transfer. They're all the same as they've been for the last few years.
They do. They have everybody back, it seems, all the time. Horvath under center. It's Shane Reynolds as the fullback this time. Chapman goes in motion. They give it to Reynolds. He goes down immediately. The Tigers knocked him down as soon as he touched it right at the 15-yard line. William Whitlow, first on the spot. That'll set up another third down. Third down and 5. How about a loss here? They don't get many tackles for losses.
No, they don't. Pretty much everything they do, their body lean is very low to the ground going forward. They are hard to bring down. They always get a lot of yak yards after contact. But here would be a great time for the Tigers to get not only a loss of yardage, but TFL, but also a takeaway.
They've only given up 30 tackles for loss all year. Horvath was under center. He backs up on third down and 5, middle of the field. They give it to Heidenreich. No, it's kept by Horvath. What a fake, and he gets down to the 11-yard line.
Did he get it?
He's not there. He's shy of the first down. Sam Brumfield got him. It's going to be fourth down and 1 at the 11.
Oh, we got a Tiger down on the play.
Let's see. I think it's Drew Watts. Greg Gaston, what did you see down there?
Drew Watts is now on his feet, and he's limping off the field, but he's limping off on his own power. The trainers have come out to see what happened. He's smarting a little bit, but now again, looks like full power as he walks to the sideline. So I think he just got caught up in that pile at the ground. By the way, real quick, Wolo, we're got a break up here.
Yeah,
but that was an atrocious call on that pass interference.
Yeah,
I'll just tell you that.
Didn't look like a good one for sure. We got to take a break. 17-14 Tigers. The Navy midshipmen are knocking on the door. They got a 4th and 1 at the Tiger 11. They've had 3 first downs in this series, and they're one more away. They've gone on 4th down once before. Can they do it again? We'll find out in a minute on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Flavor's got a sound. It shakes, it quakes. Crispy tender so loud. Wingstop heavyweights. Lemon pepper, hot honey, 12 flavors to taste. New crispy tenders. No need to wait. Bring the flavor. Wingstop.
Toyota Thon's on, and there's no better way to get in the spirit of the season than with a new Toyota. Now through December 1st, get 2.99 APR financing on remaining new 25 Tacomas. Excludes TRD Pro and Trail Hunter. Or lease a well-equipped 25 Tacoma SR5 for $259 a month, or 39 months with $39.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details, or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Flavor's got a sound. It shakes, it quakes. Crispy tender so loud. Wingstop heavyweights. Lemon pepper, hot honey, 12 flavors to taste. New crispy tenders. No need to wait. Bring the flavor. Wingstop.
6:24 to go, third quarter. The Tigers lead Navy 17-14. The midshipmen have the 4th and 1 at the Tiger 11 layout. Line brought to you by U of M Global. You can earn your degree online through U of M Global with accredited programs designed to advance your career with over 100 different areas of study. Visit memphis.edu/U of M Global. You will learn more. This drive, all of the third quarter's gone 15 plays. Greg Ashton, pretty impressive.
It's very impressive, but when you play Navy, these things are possible. They've already used up half the third quarter. Memphis took the ball to start the game after winning the toss, and you can understand them doing so, but they weren't able to cash in on that first drive. So you know Navy's getting that ball to start the second half, and this is after going into the locker room, talking about it. They know exactly, probably mapped out plays that they were going to run. It's been mostly on the ground. And then you had the one call that I thought was just a horrible call. It was certainly a ball that I thought could not be caught.
Oh, he threw it away.
He threw it away, and that was just a bad call. I can tell you Ryan Silverfield and Jordan Hankins were losing their mind, but nevertheless, it went against Memphis, and now you got to somehow keep them out of the end zone. If you can hold them to 3, it's a tie ball game.
Well, if they're going to go on 4th and 1 here, you'll get the ball back. That would be even better. The Tigers led 3-0. We're down 7-3. Led 10-7. We're down 14-10. 17-14 at the break. Can they hold them here? We're about to find out.
This could be another tush push. They were successful on their last tush push. Let's see if they try that again.
Horvath under center. Teska is behind him. Tigers load the box, and there's movement. Now, that time the U of M moved, but they never made contact. The center jumped. Let's see which way they go. Drew Watts may have drawn Ben Purvis, the left guard, off. How are they?
No, they're going to mark it against
my
Memphis.
gosh.
Offside. Defense number 7.
No contact again. That's the second time this has occurred. I guess they want Navy in the title game the way this is going. 5 penalties on the Tigers now for 34 yards. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. 6:11 to go. Horvath under center. Teska is behind him. Everybody else in the triple option look. Tigers load the box. Here's the snap. Horvath to keep. Down he goes at the 4-yard line. Good coverage by the U of M. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they've used this ball. They've had it now for 9 minutes and 10 seconds to start this third quarter.
This is the thing about Navy. You're not going to get them in a hurry in a one-score game. It doesn't matter if they're up or down. They won't get in a hurry. They know they can keep the chains moving with this offense. The way to beat Navy is you got to get up on them a couple of scores and then make them have to play from like deep behind. And then that's when they get out of sorts and they do things that they don't normally do.
They bring in another tight end, Cody Howard. They give it this time to the running back. He gets down to the 2, the 1, stopped right there, shy of the end zone. Well, they just gave that to Teska, and he just could not get in.
Yeah, the Tiger defense stood up strong. Now it's on about the 1-inch line right now. This could be a tush push for quarterback keeper.
Tusk is behind Horvath under center.
Wait,
Here's
fumble.
the snap. The ball came out. It's picked up by the Tigers at the 6-yard line. A big mistake by Navy. Memphis gets the first takeaway in the game.
Wow, you talk about a big break for the Tigers. The quarterback, Blake Horvath, could not control the snap from center, and he got a rush from his left side. The ball came bounding free, and one of the Tigers jumped on it for Memphis. Turnover, Tigers. The Tigers lead the turnovers 1-0 right now. Who is that got the ball?
It looks like it might have been Joey Hunter,
Joey Hunter,
the
making a big
redshirt
play.
senior from Atlanta. Hey, two things there. Tigers stopped him at the 1, and then the ball came out. I don't think that the quarterback Horvath ever really got a hold of that ball.
No, he never
and
did.
Here's the biggest play of Joey Hunter's Tiger career. He comes up with the loose ball at the 6. 17-14 U of M. They've got the ball back at their own 6. 4:57 to go, third quarter. Can they march down the field and get a little breathing room? We'll find out in a minute on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Hey golfers, have you heard of Timber Trust Golf Course in Olive Branch? Imagine if the PGA grabbed a couple of 6-packs and some friends from college and had a let-loose weekend in Mississippi. Then you might get close to what Timber Trust Golf Course is all about. This 180-acre golf course features Bermuda greens, lush fairways, GPS-enabled golf carts, and an all-new clubhouse with an outdoor lounge, making this a great spot to enjoy the perfect day of golf. Visit timbertrustgolf.com and book your tee time today.
Life's complicated. Your checking account shouldn't be. At Simmons Bank, we keep banking simple, with you in mind. Get paid early. Avoid fees. Bank from anywhere. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Choose your account and open online in minutes. Visit SimmonsBank.com to learn more. Member FDIC. All accounts subject to approval. Restrictions apply.
Navy marched on. They've owned the ball for the entire third quarter. 10 minutes and 3 seconds. 18 plays, 69 yards, all for naught. A turnover. The first one in the game. The U of M now on the year +9. The Navy midshipmen on the year -3. That may be why, coming into this game, the Tigers had a little bit of an edge. And now what will Brendan Lewis do? Look, there were 2 plays here. They stopped him inside the 1, and then the fumble on the bad snap. And from out of nowhere, a hero out of Joey Hunter. Hard to believe, by the way, Horvath didn't pass one time in that possession. That was really something. You saw it right there in front of you, Greg Aston.
It is hard to believe. First of all, you threw out those stats that Navy has a negative turnover ratio. That's not like Navy. But come on, guys. They were at the half-yard line. He went under center. That should have been an easy touchdown for Navy. What a huge play for Memphis. Never quitting on that whole drive. Navy used, as you said, gosh, 10 minutes of that quarter, basically?
10:03.
And to come away with no points. Now, there's always the question about shotguns or get under the center. They went under the center, which we always talk about. But again, colleges, most of the time, as opposed to the NFL, they're not used to it. They're used to shotgun, and boy, oh boy, they really screwed that one up.
This is up to the Tiger offensive line and Brendan Lewis right here to get them out of the shadow of their own end zone and get some breathing room for the offense.
1st and 10, left hash at the 6. Peason in the game as the running back. Lewis in his shotgun. He's got Peason to his right. One receiver wide right, one left. Here's a give to Peason. Makes 2 men miss. Got to the line of scrimmage, maybe to the 7. And then he ran right into Mark Anthony Parker, who drives him backwards. Let's see where they give forward progress here. I think they're going to say no yards gained. 2nd down and 10. Clock is ticking with 4:42. I had to tell you, maybe that's some karma, too, because there were 2 terrible calls against the Tigers on that long Navy possession. 2nd and 10 at the 6.
Play action, quick pass is what I'm looking for.
2 to the right. Here's Adcock in motion. He's an H-back on the right side. Here's the snap and a play fake from the end zone. Lewis under pressure, throwing the ball, right sideline, throwing it away. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Jackson Campbell had the pressure on the Tiger quarterback. Did he go up into the tunnel, backing up?
He did. That was play action, but the Navy defender didn't take it, so you couldn't get the quick pass away. They had Brady Cluse at about the 13-yard line, which would have been about 4 yards short of the first down. Would have been a nice play, but they did not really take the play action fake. It wasn't that great of a fake either.
Tigers one of 5 in 3rd down conversions. Cluse splits to the left side. He's caught the one time they did convert. He's got trips to the right side. Here's the clap and Lewis to throw from the end zone. Steps up. Uh-oh, he's in trouble. He gets out of the end zone. He's going to get sacked back at the 2-yard line. Navy is saying safety. Landon Robinson, their big nose guard. He's their best defensive lineman, made the play. It'll be a tackle for loss, but it'll be put down near the 1.5 yard, right at the 1 yard line. And the Tigers are going to kick the ball from the back line of their end zone.
Yeah, his forward progress was at the 1, and then they pushed it back from there. That's why he ended up in the end zone. But now you got to protect your punter, and then you got to get downfield and get the receiver. This would be a great time for Coughlin to get a great punt out of here.
Left leg Kerrigan gets the snap and kicks a beauty. Back is Chapman. He's going to make a fair catch call at the Tiger 45-yard line.
Navy player.
That was a big play to get it out of there that quick, and there is a Navy special teamer down. That's a 43-yard kick, no return. They're going to stay at the 44-yard line of Memphis. Grove Park Dental Group and Dr. Dory Sellers. She's proud to be the official team dentist for all Tiger Athletics, located in the heart of East Memphis. Grove Park Dental Group. Take care of all your dental needs, and they'll even offer you Botox. Visit online at groveparkdentalgroup.com. So the Tigers did stop them, but now Navy's got good field position. 3:25 to go in the third. The Tiger lead just a slim field goal. 17-14 over the Midshipmen on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
We all plan to be on time, but fender benders, damaged windshields, and slick roads quickly disrupt those plans. At Shelter Insurance, our agents help design personal protection plans that work for you and help keep you on track. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter agents Antoine Davis, Chris Somm, or Brian Gore in Memphis today.
Lights are twinkling, snows are falling, just like last year. Fun is calling with holiday games, the instant kind, the easiest gift there is to find. So celebrate for just a while with holiday games that'll make you smile. Only from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing fun, play responsibly.
Temps are dropping down to 38 degrees, 3:25 to go. Here in the third, the Tigers clinging to a 17-14 lead over Navy. Nobody's got more all-wheel drive vehicles than Toyota, including that adventurous RAV4. That's America's best-selling SUV. For all Toyota offers, see your Memphis area Toyota dealers, or you can go to Toyota.com. The injured special teamers was Kendall Evans from Navy. He's the guy that caught the touchdown, his first of the year.
Their first touchdown of the game tonight.
He got up and left the field on his own power.
He did go in the tent,
good
though.
news.
He did go in the tent. He's in there right now. But he looked like he'll be okay. Maybe they'll just re-tape his ankle or whatever it is.
Just to recap, Memphis with 230 yards, but they had at the half 235 yards. So they're minus 5 yards in the third quarter. Navy now at 183. They had 128. So they own the third quarter. The Tigers did get the turnover, and that's why they still have that 17-14 lead. It's been back and forth. We've had 5 lead changes in this game.
Yeah, it's been a really good slobber knocker down here. Both teams are taking blows and giving them. No team is backing down. The Tigers, when they run Brendan Lewis, look very, very efficient. Navy is always efficient with Blake Horvath under control. That time, though, he did fumble the ball. He fumbled the snap, and the ball got kicked around and it went out to the 5-yard line. But the Tigers could not do anything with their possession and had to punt it away to Navy. So now with 3:25 left in the third quarter, the Tigers are clinging to a 17-14 lead, but Navy has the football on the Memphis 44-yard line.
So here comes Navy. They did not pass the ball in their first 10-minute possession of this quarter. They come out with the option look. Horvath's under center. Teska is the fullback. The wings are Chapman and Heidenreich. Here's the snap. It's Teska off right tackle. He breaks one, gets across the 40, and gets down to the 36-yard line of the U of M. That's a gain of 8. They are gashing them.
Here in the second half, Navy on first down has got no less than 5 yards a carry. That time they get 8 yards on first down, so they definitely found something that they could capitalize on at halftime when they went in at the break against this Memphis defense.
3 minutes left to go, third quarter. Tigers by a field goal. Horvath under center, hands the ball off Teska. He's going to get the first down, and just another yard to the 33-yard line. He needed 2. He got 3. He ran into Kamari Wilson, who knocked him down, but that'll set up another first down. They did get one where they had only 4 yards, but they've had 4, 8, 6, and 5 all in this quarter. They've had time of possession in this quarter, almost all of it, with 2.5 to go. First and 10 at the Tiger 32 right hash. Everybody in except one receiver split left side. Horvath's under center. Teska's the fullback. Tigers load the box. They send Chapman in motion. They give it to Teska. Big hole up the middle. Another gas play on first down. He's finally tripped up near the 22. That is close to a first down. DeMarco Ward saved what would have been a touchdown, and they're giving him 10 yards. First and 10 at the 22.
This is old-style Navy football now. They're just staying straight with the option offense, and the first part of the option is the fullback dive, and they're burning Memphis up front. Tigers going to have to figure out a way to make some sort of adjustment to stop that first option in the triple option.
They got 14 first downs now. That's one more than Memphis. They go with the same look. Here's the snap, and they pitch it wide right side. It's to Chapman. He's got room inside the 15, down near the 10-yard line. He tries to retreat, gets spun out of bounds. Let's see where they're going to put him out. Brandon Chapman made that quick move, and he got to the edge. It took Chris Bracey to get over to stop him. They're going to say he went out of bounds at about the 12. So that's just, I think that's 10 yards for another first down.
Yeah, they're very good. They had 3 blockers out in front of him. He figures out which cut he wants to make, then he makes it. And when he does plant that foot, he is boom, like a rocket headed upfield, and that's where he picks up yardage until the Tigers can get there, then they knocked him out of bounds.
Inside the AutoZone red zone, they're at the 12-yard line right hash. Here's the snap. It's a give Teska again off the right side. Great blocking to the 5. Into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, no flag. No fumble. This time just hard running Teska. Too much to handle. 2017 Navy. 13 yards on that one. That was 5 plays, 44 yards. Teska now has 72 yards on 16 carries, 2 touchdowns in the game. He's averaging 4.5 every time he touches the ball. So 20-17. Here's Kirkwood for the extra point. He hasn't missed one yet this year. Snap down, leg through. It's good. 21-17. Navy with another lead change. They go ahead 21-17.
The Tigers have been behind in this game before and have come back and taken the lead, but Navy has definitely found something they like in this Tiger defense, and they're playing old school Navy football. They're not really throwing the ball much. They're hitting that first dive on the fullback dive for good yardage, and they're keeping the sticks moving, and they're working their way down the field. Can the Tigers do the same thing? You don't have to be greedy here. You don't have to get it all back in one play. You have time. There's 1:01 left in the third quarter. You can get the ball and go on it. They had a really good drive. I think 6 minutes in the first half, Dave, that they scored on. So it's possible to do. Plenty of time left in this football.
This will be the third time that Navy has had a lead in the game.
I think maybe you run the kickoff back if they try to pooch it.
Well, you got Sutton Smith and DeWozier back. Sutton's the deep man. Minute 1 to go here in the third.
Crowd's still here. Nobody's left.
Well, why would you leave? This game has been entertaining. Here is a short kick again, and this time it's DeWozier going to call for a fair catch at the 15, so the U of M will get it. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. I think Navy has proven they're pretty good on special teams coverage.
Yes, they are good. They're very good football. They came in this game 8-2, so they know how to play football, and they are very, very well disciplined in everything that they do. Now the Tigers got to show that they've got some explosive plays of their own, but you don't have to explode every time. There's plenty enough time to work the ball down the field and get it in the end zone.
DeWozier is in at running back. He's to the right of Brendan Lewis. Trips to the right side, 1 to the left. Navy's going to rush 4. They shift their defensive lineman, balls left hash. Here's the snap. Lewis has time. Goes. Right sideline's up for grabs. Almost picked off. Incomplete. Right at the 35-yard line at the sticks. But that ball was never close. I think that might have been a throwaway. There was Kenneth McShann. The outside linebacker was right there with a corner. And I think that's all Lewis could do. He was looking for Marcelo Bussi.
You really don't want a 3-and-out here, especially after your defense has been on the field basically 2 times in a row.
2nd and 10 with 56 to go in the third. Here is Hawkins, who goes in motion. He's on the left side. Here's the snap, and they give it to DeWozier, and he tries to go up the middle, and he gets a yard to the 26-yard line. Nothing there. Tigers tried a little deception. They sent guys in motion. They moved one way with the line, and he went the other, but Navy wasn't fooled.
No, they weren't fooled. No, they have fooled Memphis defensively coming out of the locker room, but the Tiger offense has not fooled Navy so far, but Memphis only their second chance. The first time they had it on their own 6-yard line.
Here's 3rd and 9. They're 1 of 6 and 3rd down conversion. DeWozier in, trips left, 1 right. Here's the snap. Lewis with time, throwing deep left side, looking for Brown. He's getting held. They have to throw the flag. They do.
That's amazing. The referee looking there right at the play didn't throw one. The head coach for Navy said, hey, look, you didn't throw a flag. Why'd the other guy do it? Because the other guy could see he was being held.
Defense number 17. 15-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
That's not the first time they've beaten Justin Ross. Brown had a step and a half. All he could do was reach out and grab him. So that's a 15-yard penalty. The Tigers get the first down with 18 seconds to go in the third quarter at their own 41. Man, they needed that. They have had no positive plays here in the third.
Yeah, but, they've been close to their own goal line. But now they've got some breathing room. Do they open the offense up? Does Brendan Lewis run the football? I think he's going to have to do it with his legs as well as his arm.
They send Sutton Smith in motion to the right side. He's lined up as a receiver. Here's the snap. And they're going deep right side. Oh, the ball behind Clues, or rather Jakari Caldwell right at the Navy 38-yard line with 13 seconds to go in the third. He was open and the ball was behind him.
You got to catch that, though. He had plenty of time to spot it up, look at it, make the pirouette. It's right there. He could not pull it in. It was a little high. It was not a big leap. It just went through his hands. Kind of a back shoulder throw. He was open kind of on the wheel route.
Lewis, 72% of the year completion rate, 14 of 23 in this game for 134. Here is 2nd down and 10, and the snap to Lewis. Steps up in the pocket. Now he wants to take off. Forget about it. Sacked back at the 40. That'll be the second sack in the game. Luke Pierce, the outside linebacker, on the blitz, got him, and that'll be the end of the third quarter. So the U of M is going to end up with a 3rd down and 11 after they swap sides. Navy clearly won the third quarter. They took the lead, and the U of M with 4 negative yards for the whole quarter. And time of possession switched as well. The Tigers led it handily at the half. Now Navy's got it 24-34 to 19-25 for the Tigers. 4 tackles for loss, 3 sacks for Navy. Pretty impressive what they did to shut down the U of M and keep the ball in the third. But we still got a chapter left, and the U of M's got the ball with a 3rd and 11. When we come back for the 4th and final chapter. Navy 21, our Tigers 17, after 3 on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Crylake Realtors is proud to be the official real estate company of the University of Memphis Tigers. If you're thinking about making a move and need expert advice, be sure to contact the trusted market leader and one of the official realtors of the Memphis Tigers. Dina Austell, Rachel Baggett-Gilliam, Anna Bishop, Alicia Boyd, Steve Boyson, the Crossland Home Team, Robert Gorman, Kim Howell. Visit GoTigersGo.com/realtor to learn more about these proud supporters of the University of Memphis Tigers.
This is Dave Woloshin, the voice of the Tigers. How do you hedge against the rising cost of funerals? By locking in today's prices and peace of mind at Memphis Funeral Home. Dignity Memorial Professionals will help you choose exactly what you want without limitations. It's a lasting gift your family will appreciate later. Choose traditional, contemporary, or anything in between, and your investment is safe at Memphis Funeral Home. It's the most trusted name in Memphis since 1931. 2 locations to serve you, 5599 Poplar in East Memphis and 3700 North Germantown Road in Parkland. Proud partners of the University of Memphis Athletics.
21-17 Navy after 3. The U of M had the better of the midshipmen in the first half. Navy switched it with a great third quarter. What can the Tigers do in the fourth? It's all brought to you by Sims Murphy. Sports injuries are no gain. Make a play for the best spine, pain management, and concussion care with the team of experts at Sims Murphy Clinic, the leaders in brain and spine care, Sims Murphy. So the Tigers have had come-from-behind wins throughout the Ryan Silverfield era. They've had close ones this year a few times. They won early, not so good the last couple of times. Greg Gaston, I know you've got the history down pat.
You know, Wallo, this looks like we're headed toward a 6th game that'll be decided late in the fourth quarter. Memphis, unfortunately, has lost 3 of the previous 5, and you wonder, with those opportunities they had in games like the game against UAB, in which they had a great chance and lost 31-24. The game against Tulane, losing 38-32. The game against East Carolina, losing 31-27. Now, they have 2 close wins, but if you turn those 3 close losses into dubs, you're looking at an undefeated team. That's how close they are. It's all about the team that can make the plays down the stretch. That was a dominant third quarter by Navy, but as you said, there's one chapter to go. Can Memphis rise to the occasion here in the fourth quarter, make those plays, and make it 3-3 in those games that go down to the wire?
Tigers 1 of 6 on third downs, Navy 4 of 10. Not as bad as you would think it is because the way of Navy has dominated this second half. Memphis leads in total offense by 3, 230-227. So definitely not the offensive shootout that we saw a year ago when there was more than 1,000 yards between the two teams. But, you know, Navy is a really tough football team, and they're doing what they do. They just inexorably get the ball and head toward the goal line. Now, we'll see what the Tigers can try to figure out against the Navy here. Memphis with the football here starting this fourth quarter.
Well, you think of the losses, you know, they got the ball to the 1-yard line against UAB. They were driving against Tulane. They had their chances. There's no question about it. In every game that didn't go their way. So let's see what they do here. It'll start with a 3rd and 11 for the Tigers, middle of the field at their own 40. They've been dreadful. They are 2 of 7 on third down conversions. 2 left, 2 right. Here's the snap. Lewis steps up in the pocket, now flushed. Runs to his left. He's going to get sacked again. Back at the 23-yard line by Luke Pierce. That is his 2nd sack in a row on Brendan Lewis. And now they have 3 sacks in the game. That's a loss of 12. And the Tigers are going to have to punt the ball away.
Wow, 3 straight. Is it 3 straight or 2 straight series where they get nothing done? And that really hurts the Memphis cause right here. Brendan Lewis wanted a face mask on that play as he tried to spin out of trouble, but he just could not get away from the linebacker who brought him down for the big loss, and Navy will get the ball in good field position.
Here's Lachlan Kerrigan getting it at the 15, and he rugbies it, and this is a pretty decent one. Chapman going to call for a fair catch back near the 27-yard line.
That's the best punt
So a
of the
pretty
game.
good kick by Lachlan. I don't know what's happened to the offense. Remember, they moved the ball, missed a field goal to end the third. They only had 2 possessions
in that quarter.
I mean, to end the half. In the third quarter, they had 2 possessions, just couldn't do much with it. That's a 45-yard punt, no return. Navy will get the football at their own 27-yard line. And this time, the Tigers, you could sense, down 21-17. They've yet in this second half stopped Navy. Navy has done it all on the ground. They've got to stop this attack.
It's still assignment football, though. You cannot start taking chances because that's when they really beat you. It's still assignment football.
Here's the snap. It's a give to Teska. Breaks a tackle. Got to the 30. I thought he was going to get a tackle for loss for a minute. He's going to get 2.5, maybe 3 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 7. That's the worst first down they've had in the second half. Jalen Bell made a big play there.
Just going to have to man up front. Poodle Walker and company got to talk to his teammates on that defensive front and said, look, we cannot get crab blocked by these guys. You got to go over the top and make some havoc. Get into that backfield of Navy.
2nd and 7 from the 30, middle of the field. The same formation. Tigers load the box. It's that triple option. And now Horvath changes the play, but goes right back to the same formation. Here's the snap. It's Teska again, off right tackle. Breaks 2. Tiger grasps, gets a first down at the 39-yard line. He's unstoppable here in the second half. 9 more yards for him. And Teska now getting over 80 yards.
It's not that he's unstoppable, it's that their offensive line is giving him room to operate.
Well,
if he didn't have the room to operate,
Tigers
he
had
get there.
2 guys on him that time. That's just leg strength by this 6', 199 senior from Pittsburgh. First down and 10 at the 39 right hash. Here's the snap. Teska again, up the middle. It just twists and turns and gets to the 41. It was. You're right. It was the wing that time. Chapman, he's going to get 6, 2nd down and 4. They're just running the ball down the Tigers' throat. 12:39 to go. Fourth quarter, Navy with the ball and a 21-17 lead.
Tigers make a substitution. Poodle Walker out right now. They get another big body in there because right now Walker was getting beat up front, and that you can't have that against this offense.
I think they brought in Jaden Marable. Same formation, middle of the field. Here's the snap. They give it to Heidenreich. He tries to get to the right side. There's going to be the 2nd tackle for loss in the game by the Tigers. DeMarco Ward read it, knocked him down, -2, back at the 43-yard line. That was a big-time play. Tigers needed that, so it makes it 3rd down and 5.
Now, this is the last regular season game of the year. Everybody, both these teams, really have to have this win. The Tigers want it. Navy needs it to have a chance to get in the championship game. Tigers looking to get that 9th win of the year and a chance for a better bowl game and a chance to get 10 wins for at least the 3rd straight season. 3rd down for Memphis defense.
This is 3rd and 5 at the 44. Biggest play of the game. Here's the snap. Horvath going to throw. Got a man wide open, 45. Gets the first down, 50. Down the left hash he goes, 45-40. And finally, Heidenreich is stopped at the Tiger 38-yard line. When they had to have it, they got it. Brumfield saved a tackle with an open field tackle, but 18 yards and another first down, and now they've got 17 in the game.
Tigers were loaded up for a middle of the field play, and so what does Navy do? They go outside on the quick screen pass. They had more blockers out there than the Tigers had defenders to pick up that first down.
Navy will split Heidenreich left, 1 man right. It's the first time they got a little spread look with 2. Chapman is on one side. Here's Horvath. It's a quarterback draw all the way. Gets inside the 35-yard line. Knocked down near the 33-yard line by Brumfield. A pickup of 5. 2nd and 5. 10:38 to go here in the 4th. And Navy with the ball, marching, and they lead at 21-17.
Now, I hate to say it, but now you got to start looking at the clock. There's 10:28 to play. Navy is up 4. If you give up a field goal, that doesn't really hurt you. You have to score a touchdown. You have to score a touchdown anyway to try to get take the lead in this game.
Here's the option look with Teska back in. Heidenreich goes in motion. Teska gets the ball. It's fumbled, loose on the field. Navy, I think, is going to get it.
What a break for Navy.
And Teska is the guy that may have gotten back there to get it. It's going to set up a 3rd down after they lose 2. Back to the 36-yard line and long. Drew Watts was the guy that knocked it out. Under 10 minutes to go. Third down and 8. Here's that stop you're talking about.
They got a fortuitous bounce because that ball went high in the air backwards a couple of yards, and Heidenreich was the only one that had a chance to get the football, and he got it and got on the ground.
Oh, that would have been big if they could have turned him over again.
Maybe they'll turn him over right here.
They split Nathan Kent wide to the right side. Heidenreich's wide. Chapman is wide on the left side as a slot receiver. He goes in motion. Here's the snap. They fake it to him. Horvath in trouble. Throwing on to the right side. It's incomplete.
Come on.
We've got
that's terrible.
A flag that gets thrown at the 5-yard line. They were looking at Nathan Kent. He's the guy that actually interfered with. Let's see.
Yeah. I think that's a terrible call.
I guess that's on Memphis. We did not get that correctly.
It's on Memphis.
Jeremiah Jordan is the one that's called. It looked to me like Kent interfered with him.
Yeah, Jeremiah Jordan.
My goodness, that is a tough call.
Jeremiah Jordan had inside position, and the receiver actually put his hands on him and pulled him away from the ball to get in front of him to try to have a chance to make that catch. That was just a terrible call.
Terrible. First and 10, 6th penalty for the Tigers. 49 yards, 1st and 10, Navy at the U of M 21. That is just horrible. Snap, give, Teska up the middle, breaks 2 tackles, gets inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line, 5 more yards. My goodness, how do you make that call?
I have no idea. That's just a terrible call, and the ref was right in position. The defensive back had perfect inside position to try to make an interception.
I just saw the replay of it. That was the right call.
Well, what did he do?
Well, there was contact before that was very close to past the 5 yards. Then when he came in, he was being held. I from up here, I would have agreed with you, but after seeing that replay, I think they got it right. 2nd down and 5. Option look. Here's the snap. Right back to Teska. Gets stood up right at the line of scrimmage at the 15-yard line. 3rd down coming. Got a half a yard. 8:30 left in the game. And the Tigers trail 21-17. Navy's got a 3rd and a long 4 coming.
You want to hold them to a field goal here if possible. You want to keep them from getting this 1st down. You want to make them have to kick the ball. You know, Spedic missed one from this distance, but let's see if the Tigers first can force a 4th down on Navy.
Navy huddled. They don't mind using time. Down to 8:05. 3rd down and 4. Teska is behind Horvath under center. Here's the snap. It's Teska straight ahead. And did he get it? Extra effort. He didn't get. I thought he was stopped back at the 11. They didn't blow the whistle, and he gets inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I thought he was
DeMarco Ward finally stopped him. I thought he was dead, but he kept the feet going. He's one tough guy, and Teska now 88 yards in the game.
Remember, he had in the game 3-4 years ago, he had like 126 yards in the first half, including like a 78-yard touchdown run. Texas a tough cookie, also from Pittsburgh.
1st and goal from the 8. Here's the give. Teska again, straight up the middle to the 5. 3 every time, at least. And the U of M with Poodle Walker leading the way, able to slow him up just a little bit. They also had William Whitlow in there.
Here's where the fans got to really step up and help this team. Navy is inexorably moving toward the Tigers' goal line. 6:57 left in the football game with Navy 21, Memphis 17, in a game that has ultimate implications for both teams.
Clock is ticking, as you said, with 6:45 to go. Here's 2nd down and goal at the 5. Box is loaded. Snap, it's a give to Teska. Why not? Got stopped at the 3, kept going. Let's see where they give him forward progress this time. I think it's to the 2. It'll be 3rd and goal from there.
He really keeps those legs going, doesn't he? You see why they get a lot of yards after the contact and why they lead the nation in rushing. Another 3rd down. They've laid the sticks down. They got to get it into the end zone here, or it's time to kick it. With 6:15 to go in the ball game, Navy taking a long time in the huddle, 18 seconds on the play clock, 6:09 on the game clock, with Navy holding on to a 21-17 lead.
So it is 3rd down and goal just outside the 2. Horvath in a shotgun this time. Here's the snap. He's going to run it himself, and he's going to get into the end zone. for a touchdown. The Tigers needed to hold this to a field goal. They couldn't. And it is now 27-17. They kicked this extra point. You're going to need 2 touchdowns to win the game. You've got all your timeouts. You've got a 2-minute timeout. You got 5:53 to go, but you haven't stopped Navy at all in the second half. They now have 185 yards rushing the ball. They've had long drives, a 10-minute drive. This was 8:19, 13 plays, 73 yards. On comes Kirkwood for the extra point. Big point here. Snap down, leg through, and he still hasn't missed one. 5:53 to go, 28-17. Tigers are going to need some kind of comeback at this point. Tiger football brought to you by Shelter Insurance. When an accident, theft, or severe weather knocks you down, they're there to help pick you up. Visit shelterinsurance.com. You'll find an agent to help you choose the coverage that fits just right. Navy, too much here in the second half. They have taken a 28-17 lead on our Tigers, but there's time. 5:53 to go in the fourth on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Brian's headed to the basketball court, but he's sick of this check engine light. So he goes to AutoZone for the free Fix Finder service.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
Where a friendly AutoZoner reads the light in just a few minutes and gives him a detailed report.
No big, just a loose gas cap.
And gets him to the court with a tight gas cap and tighter defense. The free Fix Finder service at AutoZone. No hassles, just help. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
The guaranteed best fans in football deserve the guaranteed best prices on kitchens, baths, floors, doors, and more. Tiger fans, visit your 100% employee-owned home outlet today for the largest selection of in-stock kitchens, waterproof vinyl plank, and bath vanities, plus accurate and timely free kitchen planning and project estimates. Unleash big savings with the team at Home Outlet of Memphis today, located at 4500 Summer Avenue. Shop online for in-store pickup at homeoutlet.com. Go Tigers, go!
Back here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium, the season finale. Tigers in trouble, losing this one, 28-17, 5:53 to go to the Naval Academy. Yeah, this has been a great series. Tigers have led this thing. It's the 11th game. Tigers lead 6-4. All these games have been close. And the Tigers in danger now of losing 3 games in a row. I can't remember the last time that happened. Like the Tigers, Methodist Hospitals of Memphis, they have been recognized nationally for their outstanding performance. Recently named the best regional hospitals by U.S. News and World Report. They're rated as high-performing in 16 categories of common care procedures. Methodist Hospitals of Memphis, they've delivered a hometown victory in healthcare.
The Tigers got to get this done. 5 minutes and 53 seconds. Brendan Lewis, this is the last regular season game of his career as a collegiate. And 25 Tiger seniors, the last game they'll play here in Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. Navy has come in and basically owned the second half against Memphis. Their offense has just been, they went back to old school. They jumped playing that flex-o and just went back to the straight-ahead triple option and just chewed up the clock and chewed up the Tiger defense and got one into the end zone.
You're right.
To take the lead.
Since they went to that particular offense, they did throw a pass there. They got a PI on.
Right.
It's been pretty much all that triple option, old-fashioned Navy football, and the Tiger defense just hasn't had the answer for it. They had all the answers in the first half, not in the second. Can the O come alive? Because the Tigers literally are negative yards in the second half. They had 235
that hasn't happened this year.
At the break, 218 with 5:53 to go in the game. Here's the run-up and the kick. It's short and DeWozier. And Sutton Smith over there, fair catch is called for by Greg. Inside the 5. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 25. You got plenty of time. 5:53 to go. You've got all 3 of your timeouts. You got the 2-minute timeout. That's not the problem. The problem is you got to score 2 touchdowns, and you're going to have to do it quickly. We're going to take a break. Tiger fans, you can drive into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change and get an expert oil change done in about 15 minutes. The official oil change of the Tigers is Valvoline. We take a quick timeout. We're back here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium for the final 5:53 of the regular season on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Guys, it's time to stop surviving and start thriving. At Gameday Men's Health, we help you take control with cutting-edge testosterone replacement therapy, peptide therapy, weight loss, IV therapy, and regenerative solutions. Tired of brain fog, low drive, feeling 10 years older than you are? That's not normal, and it's fixable. No judgment, no stigma, just real results and custom plans. Visit our clinics on Park Avenue and on Poplar in Collierville to start feeling like your maximal self.
Trucks belong on the road, not in the shop. That's our priority at Tag Truck Center. Keeping your truck on the road because we know at the end of the day, the miles matter. Whether you need reliable parts, quick expert service repairs, or unbeatable truck sales, we have a solution for you. Trust Tag Truck Center to keep your truck where it belongs, on the road. Visit our Memphis dealership today at 4450 American Way or call us at 901-345-5633 for parts, service, and sales that keep you moving.
All year long, we talked about adjustments, and the Tigers have made great ones. This time, it's Navy that's made the adjustments. The U of M's got negative yardage. Here in the second half, Navy has taken over. They lead 28-17, but there's time. 5:53 to go. Memphis has all their timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout, but they need 2 touchdowns, and they haven't had much offense. And I know, Greg, you're watching them down there. I see Brendan Lewis warming up, but they're going to need quick strikes.
They really do, Waldo. And shocking part of this game, in my opinion, that Memphis has only been able to muster 17 points. Obviously, winning and losing is more important than the streak, but they got a streak going of 51 straight games of scoring 20 or more points. Navy has been scored upon this year.
Yes, they have.
It's the flip side that you worry about, but Memphis has still held this team to under 300 yards of offense. They've obviously done a lot of ground and pound and ball control here in the second half, and they've taken a lot of time off the clock. And I think when Memphis doesn't get the ball, as they haven't been able to do in the second half, when they did get the ball, they kind of rushed the offense a little bit, because you look at the scoreboard and you see where the clock is, and they went on that first drive and took over, half of the quarter, over 10 minutes before.
2/3 of the quarter.
So you can't rush. You can't get all the points back in one possession. You have to make good, crisp passes, use the sidelines, get out of bounds, and try to score and then get the ball back, probably on maybe some onside kick, but it's still doable.
I don't think the Tigers have had possession of the ball in the second half more than 5 minutes, if that.
No, and I think, remember, the first 2 possessions, Tigers missed 2 bombs wide open.
Here's Lewis and company. He's got 2 left, 1 right. Left hash at the 25. He sends a man in motion. It's Hawkins to the right. Here's the snap. Lewis has time. Throws right sideline. Hawkins is there. Makes a man miss. Got to the 30 and got tumbled down right there. They're going to say he went down at the 29. It'll be a pickup of 4. Coleman Cawley.
Navy player slow to get up.
Came up and made the stop. And
stop the
oh, wait. Different guy. It looks like it's Philip Hamilton, the safety, that may have been banged up.
Yeah, he was the first one there to try to trip up Hawkins. Hawkins spun away from him. I think he may have twisted an ankle in that play. So that stops the clock. Unfortunately for him, he's going to have to be assisted off the field, but it does help Memphis with a stop clock.
He is up now and starting to walk on his own, but we're taking a very quick timeout. Back at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in a second. 5:37 to go. 28-17 Navy. The Tigers have 2nd and 6 at their own 29 when we return to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Toyota-thon is on. Get in the spirit of the season with a new Toyota. Now through December 1st, get $3,000 customer cash on remaining new 25 Tundras. Or get 0.99 APR financing plus $1,000 TFS APR cash. With approved credit through TFS, excludes TRD Pro. APR cash must be applied to deal. And every new Toyota comes with 2 years no-cost maintenance. For complete details, go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
The heaviest metal credit card of all time. Rumored to be one of only 18 in existence. plated with the very same tungsten that forged the International Space Station, and wielded at business dinners like a samurai sword. It's a classic corporate power move. But the real power move? Having end-to-end visibility on your most critical shipments. FedEx, the new power move.
Nobody gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the off-season through the regular season. We're at the end of that, into the postseason. They got your team covered anywhere you go. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.us/College Sports Radio 2025. The injured player, Philip Hamilton, walked off on his own steam. And the Tigers now got to try to figure this thing out. They got to march down the field. They got plenty of time, 5:37 to go. But they need to get the O going, Jarvis Greer.
Yes, they definitely do. Remember, Memphis underthrew, and then overthrew two bombs that would have been touchdowns easily on their first two possessions in this game. And that's what you want to do against a Navy team. Put them down early, get them down big, but they couldn't do it. And then Navy got a score. Then Memphis came back and had the lead at the half, 17-14. But it's been all Navy ever since then. They made the adjustments at the half, and Memphis has, for whatever reason, not been able to adjust to Navy's old school option offense, and the Tigers offense just has not been able to get going.
I don't think it's helped that we've had all these TV timeouts because of those long drives. Sutton Smith comes into the game. And the Tigers send one man to the right side. They've got trips on the left. Sutton Smith to the right of Lewis. Ball's on the right hash at the Tiger 29. Second down and 6. Here's the snap, and Lewis with time throws left sideline too far, incomplete. He was looking for Christian Ross, and again, there was pressure on Lewis. That offensive line, I wonder how much they are missing Travis Burke, because Navy's just gotten to them. They've had 5 tackles for loss and 4 sacks in the game now.
I think some of that, too, has to be the mobility of the quarterback, B-Lou, because I still don't think that ankle is 100%, and his elusivity is just not there tonight.
Trips left, one right, 3rd and 6, right at the 29. Here's the snap. Lewis steps up. Now he's going to run, and he can make it. He's going to 35-40. Makes a great move, 50, and into Navy territory. Knocked down right about the 48-yard line of the midshipmen. That was needed. That was Frank Payson, who was blocking and making moves. 23 yards for Lewis.
Lewis is the Tigers' leading rusher. He can go straight ahead on that ankle. It's just
2 left, 1 right. Here's the snap. Lewis is throwing deep, right side, looking for Bram. Chicken fight. Oh, incomplete at the 1-yard line. No flag on the play. Cam Robinson had pretty good coverage that time. I thought Bram was going to get it, but it fell between them.
I think that's the first time that Cortez Bram has actually not caught a ball that was catchable. It looked like they were trying to push him out of bounds like the Tigers did earlier and got called for a flag on. He didn't go out of bounds. He got past the defensive back. The ball was right on target, but it went right through his hands, right at the goal line. And that's just tough.
2 left, 1 to the right side. H-back on the left. Ball's at the right hash at the 48. Here's the snap, and they're going to give it to DeWozier. DeWozier breaks the tackle to the 45. Keeps the feet going all the way to the 42-yard line. And that was actually Frank Payson. It's good for 6 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 4. 4:37 to go. Clock is a ticket. 2 left, 1 right. H-back on the right side. Ball's on the right hash. Here's the snap to Lewis. It's a big 3rd down. He's got time. Steps up. Throwing deep down the middle. Looking. Incomplete for Bram. It was just a little too far. And again, he had gotten past the defender. Pretty decent coverage, but just a little too far. Here's 4th down, and this is basically ball game with 4:24 to go.
Well, you got to just get the first down right here. You send everybody deep, curl it back out of the backfield, let him do what he does, or hit one of your wide receivers on a quick out. That ball hung up in the air a long time, but it did allow the receiver to run under it, but it was just a little too far.
They got Bryce Anderson in the game. They got double tight ends. 2 left, 1 right. Navy just rushing 4. Here's the snap. Lewis throws over the middle. Incomplete. No flag. He was looking
for Jamari Hawkins.
Ball was behind.
Good coverage by Duhart. And the Tigers are going to give the ball over on downs, and with 4:20 to go and Navy's ability to run the ball, things are looking bleak. Tigers down 28-17.
Yeah, that ball was behind the receiver who had made an in cut and was open, but Lewis pressured. Was he hit on that play? Because that ball was is either a poorly thrown ball or he was hit, and the ball was well behind him. Because Hawkins had beat his man across the middle. And Bilou has been off on the deep ball tonight. He's just been off on the deep ball tonight.
So here comes Navy with the option offense, right to Tuska, sidesteps a man near the 45-yard line, then gets hit hard right there. Tigers call timeout with 4:15 to go. It'll be second down and 7. They got 3, and they've used one of their timeouts.
Story of this year, Brendan Lewis, at the beginning of the year when he was healthy and could run, the Tigers were averaging more than 200 yards a game on the ground offensively, plus he was throwing the ball well. But once he got hurt, that ankle was bad and he couldn't make cuts, then that's when the Tigers' trouble started, and that's been kind of the story of this football game. Bilou off a little bit on his deep balls and then not really running other than straight up the field, and couldn't get out of harm's way when the pass rush came his way.
So it's a 30-second timeout. Navy and company will.
Plus the defense could not stop Navy in the second half.
Well,
just could not stop Navy.
U of M finally, by the way, with that last
time.
series, got positive offense in the second half. Here's the option look. Horvath under center, right to Teska. Why not? Straight up the middle to the 48, to the 49. Can't stop him. Finally at midfield, they stop him. The Tigers use their second timeout, but he ends up with 5 yards on that. It'll be 3rd down and 2, and the timeout comes with 4:10 with Navy up 28-17. And Memphis down to only 1 timeout in the game, and Teska now goes over 100 yards, 25 carries, 102 yards, 2 touchdowns in the second half. He's been Superman.
Yeah, this is the second time Texas has run for more than 100 yards against Memphis. I think the first time he ran for more than 100 with, I think, 100 yards in the first half, but the Tigers did come back and win that game. Wouldn't that be something if they could do it again? But this looks bleak here with 4:10 remaining.
You know what he had in the first half? 6 carries, 10 yards.
10 yards.
He's had 92 yards.
And he is the first.
In the second half.
He's the first leg of that triple option. They stopped it in the first half. Tigers could not stop it in the second.
So they need a tackle for loss. 3rd down and 2, middle of the field at the Tiger 49-yard line. Here's the snap, and it's Horvath with a tush push, and they get the first down. Into Tiger territory. They get it at the 47-yard line. 4 minutes to go. Tigers only have 1 timeout left. They're going to have to keep it now. Down 28-17. This has really been absolute classic Navy option offense. Just too much Teska.
Plays under review. They're going to see if he did indeed get the first down.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt. Let's go downstairs. Greg Gaster, what are they looking at? There was no question about that. That was, unless somebody jumped the gun, that was a clean tush push.
Yeah, no, they're not going to be looking. Obviously, the penalty wasn't called, so it's not anybody jumped, but they're going to look at the spot. That's as simple as that. Memphis is desperate right now, so they're going to make him check that spot and make sure he got it.
One thing about it, this has been a who wants it more game, and the midshipmen have come down here from Annapolis with a chance to make an outside chance, but a chance to make the championship game and a chance to win 10 games themselves. Looking at trying to come down here and beat Memphis at Memphis, something that they haven't done since 2015.
Well, speaking of the past, when's the last time the U of M lost 3 in a row? They actually lost 4 in a row in 2022. They lost to UCF by a touchdown, 35-28. Then Tulane, 38-28. They lost to ECU in a wild one, 47-45. And then they lost to Houston, 33-32. So they lost those 4 games by 1, 3, 13, 20 points.
Yeah, so that was they ended up 6-6. But that was they still went to the bowl game because they were 6-6. But yeah, that's the last time they lost 4 in a row, and And that's really tough when you come out. You have a lot of promise to the season, and it just hasn't worked out for Memphis this year.
Here was the verdict. So the Barbasol shaving cream review goes Navy's way. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol.
Wow, Sam Brumfield has 17 tackles in this game, and Drew Watts has 8.
What a waste, huh? And you know what else is the bummer? The big bummer is going to be if they don't get to 20 points, and that's highly in doubt now because Navy can pretty much possess this ball
the clock
the rest of the way. 51 straight games with 20 or more points. Back to Tulane. It seems like a long time ago, a couple of years ago.
Yeah, they lost that streak, and then they lost the streak last week, and they lost to Tulane of home wins at 11 in a row.
Right. Well, this will be the second loss in a row at home.
And Navy's a good football team, and they came out here to prove it, and they're doing it tonight.
So here's first down and 10 from the Tiger 47-yard line. Here's the snap. It's Teska. Got hit in the backfield. Avoids a man. Will pick up a yard. Looked like he was going to lose a yard. Did a great job. You just can't get him down. It takes 2 or 3 guys. 1 yard. Second and 9. Clock keeps ticking. 3:10 to go in the game. 28-17 Navy.
And then his body lean is always forward. I mean, it's hard to knock him backwards. I mean, he keeps his legs churning. You can't really get to his legs really well, and that's how he's picked up the yardage he's got.
I'll just say this. Horvath, Teska, Chapman, Heidenreich, they're all going next year.
I'm
not sure is Navy even on the schedule next year. You got Army. I don't think you got Navy. The Tigers load the box. Same option look. Here's the snap. They give it right to Horvath on a keeper, and Horvath's going to go across the 45-yard line to the Tiger 43. It's a pickup of about 4, 3rd down and 6, and the U of M uses their final timeout with 2:36 remaining.
Now, if they get close here on a 4th down, do you think they go for it, or do you think they punt it? Because they're in Tiger territory right now at the 43-yard line.
If it just depends. If it's like 1 or 2 yards, why not go for it? It would still be, inside the Tiger 40-yard line, right? But if it's where they are now, 43-yard line, I think I'd punt it inside the 20.
Now, they could do the knockout blow and try to throw the pass here, which would totally put the game out of reach.
Well, let's see where Heidenreich lines up.
They did that very early in this series up at Annapolis.
He's a wing. There's an H-back on the left side. Chapman's on the right. Horvath's under center. Teska is behind him. 3rd down and 6, right at the 43-yard line. Middle of the field. Here's the snap. It's to Teska, and he's not going to get anywhere. We got 1 yard, maybe, and we got a flag on the play.
I tell you what.
If this is on Navy, don't decline it. Don't give them any more plays. It would make it 4th down. They'd have a decision to make right now.
Yes, and you need the ball back as soon as possible. It's against Navy.
It is against Navy. They're looking at Ryan Silverfield. Let's see what he does. I don't see what... That was a 1-yard gain. He's declining it.
Offense number 24.
Illegal motion now.
So that was on Chapman.
All game he's in motion, and they call it now. Yeah, I decline it.
So here is 4th down. Looks like it's 4th and 6 right at that 43. Clock is stopped with 2:30 to go because of the penalty.
They're still faithful here, waiting, cheering on the Tigers in the cold at the Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Hey, you know what? Brian Newberry's thinking about this thing. He is going to punt the ball.
Is he going to? Well, okay. They're going to punt. Will the Tigers go for the block? They haven't gone for the block
they
this
might
year.
as well. You got nothing to lose. Just don't hit them.
Let's see what kind of
Sutton Smith's backing up inside the 15-yard line. Here is a delay. They're just waiting for the play clock to go.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
So you still have the 2-minute timeout to help Memphis. And I remember at Charlotte, a couple of years ago.
At this point, you got to strike fast. You're going to get the ball back. Don't mess that up.
Yeah.
Strike fast, onside kick, strike fast. That's all you got left. 28-17, 2:30 to go, and only the 2-minute timeout to help you out. Sutton Smith is inside his 10.
Here comes Nathan Kirkwood, the senior from Greencastle, Pennsylvania. Snaps good. Here is the kick. Oh, no. Sutton let it go, and it wrangles inside the 5 and then takes a right-hand turn out of bounds at the 3 with 2:22 to go. That's like the 4th time this year Sutton should have gotten under the ball and called a fair catch. He must have thought it would get inside the end zone. A 44-yard kick without a return inside the 5. That is not what you needed.
No, and he ran up he was signaling for the fair catch. He ran up, and it looked like he got his feet crossed and just jumped out of the way of the football. So, really, I'd rather him do that than just give him the ball right there and give it back to him. But, you need to make that catch if you can.
Let's hope the Tigers can score in a hurry.
Well, this would be a miracle finish.
In the end zone is Lewis. The ball is at the 3. Long count. Here's the snap. He throws left sideline. Caught by Bram. Going to get the first down and step out of bounds. That's a great play. Oh, he stepped out of bounds before he got to the sticks. He stepped out of bounds at the 11. A pickup of 8. Second down and 2. 2:18. That should have. Oh, it's not going to stop until inside 2 minutes. 2:14 to go. Lewis and company, they line up quickly. Kluse to the right side, 2 receivers left. Here's the snap. Lewis steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle, incomplete.
Did that get tipped?
It got tipped. It was an incomplete pass. They picked it up. Adam Clank picked it up like he was a loose ball on a fumble, ran to the end zone, but that's not the case. That ball got tipped, stops the clock, 2:04 to go, 3rd down and 2 at the 11.
So the American has, 4 teams that have won 5 teams that have won 8 or more games this year.
They've got 3 at the moment with only 1 loss. I think Navy's going to be the odd man out, though, in all of this, unless North Texas or Tulane loses a game. Here's 3rd and 2. They hand it off, and a good job by DeWozier to make a man miss in the backfield. And he gets to the 16-yard line, and with 1:59 to go, that'll bring us to the 2-minute timeout. Tiger fans, driving to your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change for an expert oil change done in about 15 minutes. The official oil change partner of the Tigers is Valvoline. We'll be back for the final 1:59 of the regular season. Navy on top of our Tigers 28-17 on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Huey's is local, family-owned and operated, and has been making the best burger in Memphis since 1970. Also known as the world-famous Huey Burger. We're known for hosting live, local music, offering the best local brews, and taking care of the community that takes such good care of us. Come visit us at any of our 10 locations, 7 days a week. Huey's, serving blues, brews, and burgers for over 50 years.
At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, we perform an 18-point maintenance check with every oil change to help make sure you're good to go.
And?
Yeah, you're good to go.
Huh. Wonder why the dealership isn't that easy.
Well, we'd let you know if we found something in our check.
Oh, great. That was easy.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Quick, thorough, and honest, come with no charge.
Final 1:59 of this 2025 football season. Started with so much promise, Jarvis Greer.
Yep.
Tigers on the very first college football playoff committee reveal they were the team that was going to the playoffs as the rep of the group of 5, and now what appears to be 3 losses in a row, and who knows what bowl.
Yeah, who knows what the future holds? What foretells Memphis football right now? With everything going on all the coaches' searches and everything going on elsewhere in college football, and then Memphis putting money in the program with the tower being built across the way over there that'll be ready next season. You hopefully have renewed enthusiasm for Tiger football. It will be a new team again with all these seniors coming out, everyone on the offensive line just about, except for Malachi Breland. Will be new. You'll have a new quarterback in there. You've got 2 in the fold right now. Does one of them leave? Do both of them stay? A.J. Hill and Arrington Maiden. And then on defense, you got a lot of seniors over there as well. So it'd be time to hit the transfer portal again to bring in a lot of new players. And who wouldn't want it? And there's NIL money here. There'll be revenue sharing money here for those players that want to come in and wear the blue and gray. And so we'll see what happens. And if it'll be Ryan Silverfield leading the way. And, we'll hope that the fans will come out to see this new ballpark, the way it's going to look as it's under construction now. But you can see the vision for the Tiger program, and they're going to have to, because for Memphis to get where it wants to get, there's still a hope out there, but it's going to take everyone pulling in the same direction to make this thing work. Tonight, Navy's just playing as the better football team, but still time on the clock, and I, for one, never give up until there's triple zeros left.
Well, there's going to be a new coach at North Texas. Looks like there's going to be a new coach at USF. We know there's going to be a new coach at UAB. If Ryan comes back, we sure hope he does. It'll be his 7th year. He'll be the dean of the American coaches for sure.
He can recruit. So.
Trips right, 1 left. First down and 10 at the 16. Here's the snap. Lewis has time. Now flush. Running toward the end zone. Into the end zone. Running to his right now. And he finally lets it go. Again, over the Navy bench into the crowd. And there's a young fan there going, can I keep this? And they say no.
I'm wondering how much with the Burke out, Travis Burke out, how much that has hurt this Tiger offense and keeping people off of Brendan Lewis, because he has been pressured more in this game than just about every game.
Yeah, the nose tackle was coming. They had a corner blitz, and Lewis was able to get away from that. Second down and 16 with 1:50 to go. Second down and 10 at the 16. Left hash. Here's the snap. Lewis. A little bit more time. They run a stunt. He runs up the middle. Now he can run, and he's going to. Makes a great move. 20. Comes to the near sideline. Looking to get to the 25. Looking to get out of bounds. He does get out of bounds right at the 22-yard line. And he got tripped up late. No flag. I thought for a minute they were going there. But he stops the clock with 1:38 to go. It'll be 3rd down and 4. Nick Bell, the corner, finally did catch up with him.
That's really tough. Brendan Lewis doing everything he can back there. And give Navy credit. Their defensive line, their pass rush has been really, really tough against the Tigers' offensive line. They're having a difficult time keeping them off of it.
Lewis has 45 yards, but a lot of yards taken away from being sacked. Here is pressure. He's going to let it go, and he's got a man. Looks like it's Bryce Anderson, and the Tigers are still alive. They make the first down at the 30-yard line. Pick up of 8 with 1:31 to go, and the clock starts again. Lewis, quick snap. Here's the throw. Left sideline. Graham makes the catch. Steps out of bounds right at the sticks at the 41-yard line. That's good for 11.
You got to think back to the very first offensive series by Memphis, where they had Jamari Hawkins wide open and underthrew him once, and then on the second possession had him wide open again on a deep ball and missed him on an overthrow in the end zone. So that's just the way the ball goes, but still life left with 1:24 left in the game. 28-17 Memphis.
Ross in, Anderson out. 2 right, 1 left. It's Brady Cluse on the left side. Adcock's an H-back. Here's the snap, and Lewis steps up in the pocket, throws over the middle to Bram, and he dropped the ball incomplete. A little behind him, but it was very catchable. That's on Bram. Stops the clock with 1:20 to go. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers at their own 41, down 28-17 to Navy. The one thing you could still do is to keep that 20-point streak alive. Trips to the right side, 1 to the left. The deep man, Cluse, on the number, on that right side. From the left hash, here's the snap. Lewis under pressure. Gets away. Running to his right. Near the 35-yard line, still running and just throwing it away. There was nobody open. He was looking for Bram at the 35-yard line.
Somebody makes a catch.
A Navy fan, by the way, made the catch in the stands on the throwaway. So 3rd down and 10 at the 41 with 1:09 to go.
I have to tell you, there's one thing they need to work on that scramble pass. Somebody needs to have definite routes to run when it's on a scramble like that, because everybody on that particular play, everybody went out and then stood kind of where they were, not gaining ground, not giving ground, not running up the field or across.
Here's the snap. 2 right, 1 left. Here's the throw underneath. It is DeWozie. He makes the catch, and he gets met right at the 45-yard line, drags him 3 yards to the 48. Coleman Cauley, Anthony Parker, the 2 linebackers, make the stop. Here's 4th down and 3 with 50 seconds left. That was a gain of 7. Got to get 3 to keep it alive. Cluse split right, 2 split left side. Here's the snap. Lewis under pressure. Sacked back at the 40-yard line. That's ball game.
They just beat the right tackle totally off the line of scrimmage. Brandon Lewis.
That's where nothing. Travis Burke would have been.
That's
Instead,
exactly
it was
right.
Parker Mitchell.
Exactly right.
And McAnthony Parker with his 3rd sack this year. That's the 6th sack in the game against the Tigers. 5th sack, excuse me. And clock is stopped with 38 seconds left. All Navy's got to do is take one knee. It's over. Been a great year working with you again, Jarvis Greer. Really enjoyed it. We had a great time, a great beginning these last 3 games.
A lot of excitement this year.
Let's face it, bummers, but a lot happens in a football season.
Oh, yeah, you never know what's going to happen, and that's why we love sports, right? Navy in the victory formation here right now. They'll one snap, and that'll be the ball game.
Horvath under center, gets it, Stake takes the snap. He's very smart. He only loses 1 yard. And that'll end the ball game. 33 seconds to go. They'll let it tick out. The Navy and the Tiger players shaking hands, a little bit of hugs. And Ryan Silverfield will come across and shake hands with Brian Newberry.
As hard as Navy plays, their offensive line, with the way they crab block and keep blowing until the last beat and the whistle blows, and as hard as they run, I mean, that's just something to see. The Tigers play hard too, but the unison and the togetherness, just the discipline that Navy plays with, well, they know what they're doing because that's what they do forever.
There's the horn. That's the game. And the Tigers are now 8-4 on the year. The Midshipmen 9-2 because I keep forgetting they got to play Army.
And that game should count. That game should count in the standings.
Yeah.
I know they had to do something to get Army in the league. But, I mean, come on. That game should count.
They end up 7-1 because the Army-Navy game does not count in the league play. So now you've got 3, 6, 1-loss teams. Navy at 7-1. All 3 are going to get there, and I believe the way it shakes out is Tulane's in. They're the highest ranked, and you go head-to-head between Navy and North Texas. North Texas beat them. So it should be, if they all win out, North Texas goes to New Orleans for the championship game. In the meantime, Memphis regroups. They've lost 3 in a row. They could still win a 9th game. That would get them 30 wins in 3 years. They're going to have to do it in a bowl game.
Yep, they'll have to do it, and that, you know, who knows what's going to happen there. I think they've changed the rule, haven't they, where, you know, you don't get your money unless you play every game the team plays that year. Before they, you know, it's
I think they pay them monthly, so they might lose 1 paycheck. I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be
you know, who wants to lose
see.
a paycheck if you're making a lot of money?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, because you don't know if you're going to get another one as a professional.
So Navy's walking on over to their crowd, and they'll sing the song, and it's a nice tradition.
The Tigers are going over there, following them over there too, and we appreciate.
Yeah, that's sportsmanship. That is for sure, and that's one thing about the Ryan Silverfield culture. It has always been top notch. This team came to play today. Navy was just better, particularly in the second half. The Tigers
totally in the second
only get about 50 yards in the second half. Navy ends up with 300 total yards. They got 200 on the ground, 100 through the air. After the Tigers led the ball game at the half, they led by a score of 17-14. They got totally stymied as Navy scores 2 touchdowns. The Tigers get shut out, and Navy is the winner, 28-17. Jeff Brightwell and Russell Copeland, they've got your post-game show coming up momentarily. We'll make our way down on the field. We'll talk to Ryan Silverfield and a player or 2. It's in the books. It's all over here at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium. Memphis falls to the Midshipmen of Navy, 28-17 on the First Horizon Radio Network from Learfield.
Since 1958, the Highland 100 has been the driving force behind Memphis Tiger football. As the official booster club, we're dedicated to raising awareness, generating support, and funding the future of our team. Whether it's game day energy, scholarships, or program enhancements, the Highland 100 stands strong for our Tigers. Join us today and be part of a tradition more than 6 decades strong, because together we make Memphis football roar. Visit highland100.org to learn more.
Hey Tigers fans, Coach Silverfield here. I want to talk to you about a major challenge off the field. Did you know there are over 88 million pieces of litter on our roadways at any given time? Last year alone, TDOT spent more than $35 million cleaning it up. But they can't do it alone. Join thousands of Tennesseans in being part of the solution to end littering. Visit NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to learn how you can help. Let's show our Memphis pride and prove we're champions, not just on the field, but in protecting our beautiful state.
Sissy's Log Cabin is the official jeweler of the Memphis Tigers. And this football season, they're ready to help you show your Tiger pride with a spectacular selection of jewelry featuring exquisite gems in all your Tiger colors. Sissy's can also help you find an engagement ring, the perfect gift, or any other piece of jewelry you may be looking for, all while treating you like family. Stop by their store in East Memphis or visit Sissy'sLogCabin.com to enjoy the Sissy's experience for yourself, because life's too short for ordinary jewelry.
More than 1 million people in the U.S. have HIV and don't know it. There's something each of us can do to stop HIV together. Help end the HIV epidemic, along with the Shelby County Health Department's Ryan White program, by getting tested regularly to know your HIV status. Being undetectable gives you power. Undetectable equals untransmittable. Testing is fast, free, easy, and confidential. Find services for testing, PrEP and PEP, treatment, and more at endhiv901.org and hivmemphis.org.
Welcome to the Memphis Tiger postgame show.
Tigers fall tonight to Navy 28-17. That will end the regular season, and now we'll wait a week or so until we find out the bowl destination for the Memphis Tigers, as Tigers disappointing in not only to tonight but to the end of the year, as Memphis will end up the regular season 8-4 and 4-4 in the American Conference. David Lotion will catch up with the head coach and a player or two likely in the post-game show. We'll have some highlights a little bit later. Russell Copeland will break down the game for us as well. Located downtown Memphis, KTG USA is the maker of White Cloud Tissue. KTG USA sees your greatness and wants to offer you a career opportunity to be part of the Made in Memphis Consumer Products team. Apply at KTGUSA.com. And Tiger fans, score big for Game Day meals at Kroger with savings beyond low prices, including digital coupons worth over $600 each week. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Again, Navy a winner, 28-17 over the Tigers. Back in a moment on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
The Memphis Tigers are proud to call these trusted businesses their home team partners. For all your restoration and emergency service needs, call Landmark Construction and Emergency Services, your restoration specialists. Crone Construction, it's quality we put our name on. Memphis Pool, the official pool and spa partner of the Memphis Tigers. Redeemers Group, your neighbors, your foundation and waterproofing experts, and proudly voted one of Memphis's best places to work. Support these hometown partners who support your hometown Tigers.
Your Barbasol shave is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. The big game is on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Snakes, zombies, public speaking. The list of fears is endless. But the real danger is in your hand when you're behind the wheel. Distracted driving is what's really scary and even deadly. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
We're Republic Services, your hometown hauler. We live here, work here, and we're proud to serve Memphis. With reliable trash and recycling services for your home or business, we take our commitment to our local community as seriously as our services, and we're making a difference every day. We're Republic Services, your local recycling and waste disposal services provider. We're proud to serve this community and proud to support the Memphis Tigers. Go Tigers, go!
Attention Tiger Nation. When the anticipation builds this season and the Tigers emerge from the tunnel to a more intense atmosphere than ever before, thank Dillard Door. Our friends at Dillard help make the team entry onto the field electric. Did you know they provided and installed the custom one-way view door to the locker room? They help release the Tigers and get the team ready for kickoff. For over 75 years, Dillard is your complete door and security solutions team. So when you need help this football season, call Dillard Companies, proud partner of the Memphis Tigers.
Hey Tiger fans, looking for a simple way to enjoy some Chick-fil-A chicken? Download the Chick-fil-A app and order your favorites ahead of time. Not only will you save time, with every qualifying purchase, you'll receive points towards tasty rewards. Download the Chick-fil-A app today and spend less time ordering and more time enjoying. Go Tigers, go!
Tiger fans, football season is here and it's time to treat yourself to new Tiger gear from Tiger Bookstore. Come visit us to get the latest in University of Memphis apparel to make yourself game day ready. Need something to make your Tiger Lane tailgate or home stand out? We have you covered there too. So stop by and see us on Walker Avenue just east of Highland or shop online anytime at tigerbookstore.com. All blue, all the time. Tiger Bookstore. Go Tigers.
Final score tonight, 28-17. The Navy Midshipmen will beat the Memphis Tigers. That drops Memphis to 8-4-4-4 to end the regular season as Memphis ends up 7th place. They can maybe move up depending on what happens with San Antonio, but they will not finish any higher than 6 in the American this year, and that's after the really good start Memphis had this year, but the Tigers stumble down the stretch this season. Kind of started with that UAB game. They came back, got wins over South Florida and Rice, but they lost their last 3 of the season. We'll hear from the coach a little bit later when David Lotion catches up with him. Brookhaven Pub and Grill was the proud home of the Ryan Silverfield radio show again this year. We'll start the Penny Hardaway show on the 8th, so no show for any team this Monday. We'll crank up Penny's show on Monday. Come out and enjoy great food and drinks while getting the inside scoop on your Tigers. Be there to watch Tiger Athletics when you can't make it in person. Visit brookhavenpubandgrill.com for more information. And Stack's Kitchen is your day dining destination for breakfast, brunch, and you got to check out their newly expanded lunch menu. They've got something for everyone. Visit any of Stack's 4 area locations for delicious dishes and drinks. Also keep Stack's in mind when planning your next event. They can cater any occasion. Visit the menu and find locations online at stackskitchen.com. Again, we'll hear from Coach Silverfield in a little while. He'll talk with Dave Lotion before Russell and I will take over, break down tonight's game and the season as the regular season has now come to an end. Again, 28-17, Navy over the Memphis Tigers on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
Looking to make your day sweeter? Stop by Memphis area Crumble locations today and enjoy a cookie. Crumble offers a weekly rotating menu with over 250 flavors, so you'll want to visit next week too. Ordering your favorite Crumble cookies is easier than ever. Simply open the Crumble app and choose in-store pickup, delivery, or convenient curbside pickup. And the best part? All Crumble cookies are made fresh daily, so you can see and smell cookies when you walk in the store. Try this week's cookies at any Memphis area Crumble location today.
It's game day, Tiger fans, and you don't want to miss a single play. Uber Eats brings your favorite food right to your door. Wings, burgers, whatever you're craving. It's just a tap away. Download the Uber Eats app and use code GOTIGERS to get $15 off any order of $25 or more using Uber Eats, proud sponsor of the Memphis Tigers. Let's eat.
Nobody beats Cook's Pest Control when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests and termites. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. Protect your home and business with pest control you can trust. Call Cook's today for your free quote or to schedule a free on-site inspection.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie, Cook's Pest Control.
You or someone you know or care about has dealt with a difficult divorce. When facing divorce, you need the attorneys at Rice Law. Nick and Larry Rice lead the firm with 3 generations and 7 decades of experience. Located in Memphis, serving the entire state of Tennessee and North Mississippi. Rice Law is who you need to call. Simple or difficult divorce, they know how to handle it. Call Rice Law at 901-526-6701, or for more information, visit them at aboutdivorce.com. That's aboutdivorce.com.
28-17, Navy a winner tonight over the Memphis Tigers. Regular season has come to an end. It'll be a week or so till we find out the bowl destination. I would imagine, you never know, could pop up early, but I imagine they'll let the weekend get done, then all the championship games next week. FedEx employees, have you heard? There's a financial institution just for you. FedEx Employees Credit Association. Join today to get bigger returns, competitive rates on savings, checking, loans, investing with less and lower fees all around. Visit FECCA.com to apply. The Tennessee Education Lottery is proud to support the Memphis Tigers, proud to have raised over $7 billion to support education programs in Tennessee. Learn more about the programs funded by the lottery at tnlottery.com. Navy outgains Memphis 300 to 288. Memphis outgains the Midshipmen 170-100 in the air, but Navy put it on the ground in the second half. They'll outgain Memphis 200 to 116 on the ground. The time of possession flipped in a big way. Navy holds onto the ball for a 35-29 of the game, en route to the 28-17 win over the Memphis Tigers tonight. We'll take another timeout while we wait for the coach. Tigers fall 28-17 to Navy on the First Horizon Tiger Network from Learfield.
For 72 years, Memphis Pool has been the Mid-South's go-to for custom pools, spas, supplies, renovations, and now patio furniture, outdoor kitchens, grills, and more. With locations in Memphis, Germantown, and Collierville, our expert team is here to serve. Trust Memphis Pool for quality, service, and a family tradition that spans generations. Memphis Pool, the standard of excellence since 1952, and the official pool and spa partner of the Memphis Tigers.
Hey Tigers fans, looking to expand your retail brand? Just across the bridge from Memphis, Marion, Arkansas is booming with opportunity. High traffic, strong demographics, and over $137 million in retail demand waiting to be met. We're recruiting restaurants, retailers, and franchises ready to grow in a market that's hungry for more. Stay smart, grow strong, stay local. Build your next location in Marion, where Memphis meets momentum. Learn more at marionar.org.
Bartlett Home Furnishings is proud to sponsor Memphis Tigers football this season. They have been family-owned and operated here in Memphis since 1974. They sell the best brands in the industry, including Stickley and Stressless. Go check them out at 2755 Bartlett Boulevard or online at bartletthomefurnishingsmemphis.com. True Blue Tiger supporters, Bartlett Home Furnishings is the only furniture store you'll ever need.
Spencer here with ATC Fitness. We are pumped up for another great year of Tiger football. ATC Fitness